Brown trying to go to 3-0. Should be an exciting game, and Western Brown looking to go 3-0 for the early here in the season.
Yeah, it'll be the first time, obviously, in a couple seasons that they have that opportunity, and you kind of talked about it, Greg. 2 different games for the Broncos coming into this one. Started out really pounding the rock, had to come from behind against Hillsborough in a really hard-fought win in week 1, and then week 2 against Courthouse. Western Brown gets out to an early lead. Offense looked pretty much unstoppable other than when they were committing turnovers or penalties on themselves, kind of set themselves back a little bit in some of those scenarios. But other than that, offense was dynamic and able to score at will last week. And then Greg mentioned it, the defense was lights out, only giving up 1 score. And really, as a player on that defensive side, you got to think maybe if we didn't get that penalty on that special teams, and it was a 1-play score for Courthouse kind of right before halftime, and got them back in the game a little bit. But defense played lights out, got a lot of hits on the quarterback, a lot of sacks, a lot of tackles for loss, some pass breakups, interceptions were huge, 5 interceptions on the night for that defense. So Coach Wilson and the gang's going to be looking to continue that tonight. Really struggling Chillicothe team coming out 0-2 to start. Haven't scored a point as well offensively. Played 2 really good teams in London and Bloom Carroll to start. Both those teams have been really good as of late in the playoffs as well.
Well, we do want to mention some technical issues with 99.5 tonight in the studio. So if you're tuning us in on 99.5 on the radio, we have some technical issues going on there. We are on Goodguysradiotv.com tonight. You can also listen on the website, which is 995theedge.fm, or you can listen on the 99.5 The Edge app. Those are all up and running perfectly fine. We're also going to have it on C103 a little later, probably sometime in the first half. We'll pick it up on C103 as well. They're doing some coverage of the Highland County Fair. Once that coverage ends, we'll be over on C103 as well. So lots of different options to listen to us or watch the game here tonight. We got Brandon over here on our left. He's in the box with us tonight with the rain. Got to protect that camera equipment, so he'll have everything for you on Goodguysradiotv.com. We'll take a short break about 13 minutes ago until we kick it off. We'll be back with more of our pregame show right after this on 99.5 The Edge.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Welcome back in here to Western Brown High School. 11 minutes and 40 seconds to go till we kick it off. Again, Greg Liming and Rob Bowman here with you at La Rosa's Field, Kibler Stadium, for the Broncos' second home game of the season, week 3 here. And we're going to talk about both of these teams that will be featured here in this matchup tonight. We'll start with the visiting team, the Chillicothe Cavaliers. They are led by head coach Scott Bartholomew in his 3rd season. And he has an overall record of 8-15, and they do have 1 playoff appearance under that tenure. Chillicothe is coming off a 1-9 season, 0-5 in the tough FAC last year, which brought them in last place. Their season ended with 5 straight losses, including Miami Trace, Jackson, and Washington Courthouse, all teams who Western Brown will face this year as well. Currently, like Rob said, the Cavaliers are 0-2. They've had 2 home games against 2 very good teams, Bloom Carroll and London. Both games the Cavaliers were shut out. Final scores of 38-0 and 42-0. And, was kind of talking with one of the Western Brown coaches that are up here in the booth with us before we went on the air. And, he was definitely saying the record can be deceiving. They got some big kids. They got some good athletes. One of the names we were going to mention is number 1, Sean Smith, their senior running back. He is in a boot down there, not dressed tonight, so it doesn't sound like he's going to play. But sophomore quarterback who is kind of getting his feet wet and getting more and more comfortable each week he's in there. And, I think this team is better than that record showed and the scoreboard has showed the first couple of weeks. And they would love nothing more to come in here to Western Brown and spoil one for these Broncos who are 2-0.
Definitely, yeah. They're more talented than what their record shows. And like I said earlier, they play 2 very good teams in London. And if you're a Bronco fan, you know that London is very talented after the ball game last year. And Bloom Carroll, I think they made it to the state final just 1 or 2 years ago. So very talented as well out of Central Ohio.
And I was also looking at their schedule from last year. They took Hillsborough to overtime. They had some really, really close games that they just couldn't quite find a way to win. And again, that FAC with Jackson and Washington Courthouse and Miami Trace and Hillsborough is much improved over the last couple of years. It's a tough conference. So they had, I know, 2 games that came right down to the wire. One was an overtime loss. Another one, I think, was a 3-point loss, maybe to Miami Trace. So they had some games that were really close that they were in and just couldn't quite get over the hump. But, again, they come in here to Western Brown tonight looking for their first win. I'll hand it back over to Rob. He's going to talk a little bit about the Broncos.
Well, starting with Coach Osborne in his 5th season at the helm. Overall record for Coach is 32-15, 6 playoff victories, 3 winning seasons in his first 4. Western Brown, talked about that, coming off the Week 2 victory where they led early, able to continue to build on that lead. The Broncos punted on their opening drive of the game, but then after that scored 42 points in the first half, only allowing 16 points, one of those being off a kickoff return touchdown, and then the other coming on that pass shortly before half. Broncos offense slow out of the gates in the second half, but the defense really carried the load in the second half. Defense put up great numbers, 6 tackles for loss, 6 sacks, and 5 interceptions in the ball game.
Well, that was something you heard us talk about with Coach Osborne on our pregame huddle this week, is the ability to get some pressure on the quarterback. Denver Ballou had a big week last week. We're going to talk about some of these key performers. Zayden Nichols ties the school record with 3 interceptions, probably a result of that pressure, that some throws that maybe wouldn't have been made, but Nichols did a really good job stepping in front, had 5 interceptions total as a defense. I really think that's going to be the key. We know, in the last 3 years we've been covering Western Brown, they've always been able to score points. It's just going to be a matter of can that defense get those stops, get off the field, get that offense the ball back. And last week they were able to do that, and I think that's something they're going to look to keep building on here tonight.
Yeah, and that was Coach Wilson changing things up throughout the week. They gave up a lot of points, a lot more points than they wanted to against Hillsborough, which Hillsborough, they deserve all the credit. That was a great team, ran the ball really well and effectively and passed when they needed to. And they made those adjustments going into Week 2 and dialed up the pressures, faced a very different team, a team that liked to throw a lot more in Courthouse, and took full advantage of that. Greg talked about Denver Ballou getting pressure. Lamar Hall was another big surprise coming off the edge. His speed, getting in the backfield, and while he maybe didn't get a sack on like Ballou did or some of those other guys on the defensive front, he was putting pressure on or maybe getting a tackle for loss, forcing the early throw, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket, making those bad throws. So he was in there causing havoc all night long.
And Hillsborough had a nice bounce back. We put it on Goshen last week, and we've got some of those other games across the SBC for you coming up here in a few minutes. But, again, Hillsborough, I read the preview from the Highland County Press. One of their goals was to try to win that FAC this year and compete with Jackson's won it 2 years in a row. And we're going to see Jackson and Miami Trace and some of those other schools coming up here in a few weeks. But that's going to be a dogfight down the stretch with all those teams in the FAC, including these Chillicothe Cavaliers that loaded that front end of the schedule with some really good opponents, and that's going to pay for them coming down the stretch. They're going to be battle tested for sure. We've got about 6 minutes to go till we kick it off. It looks like the JROTC from Western Brown is going to bring out the American flag. We'll have the anthem here pretty soon. We'll take a break. We'll be back on 99.5 The Edge.
To get to know people as people, not just customers. That's very important to Mosier Furniture. Today, we were lucky enough to have 2 customers call us and brag about the fact that they loved their furniture and they're still loving it after a great number of years. We like to hear that. There's no doubt Mosier Furniture and Appliance has a lot of great customers, but we're always looking for more. Mosier Furniture and Appliance in West Union, Ohio. We're here whenever you need us.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Ohio. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the OHSAA.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
In this community, they call the fire department when the days go bad and they don't know what to do.
There'll be a family member and will come up and give me a hug or shake my hand and say, hey, you took care of my dad X number of years ago. And they just wanted to say thank you and how much it meant to them. Things like that just keep me going. I'm ready to come back and do it again.
I try to take pride in every single thing that I do. When I'm needed in the community, I don't want them to ever think that I could have done more.
And that's the beauty of volunteers. There's nothing stronger than the heart of a volunteer.
What's one of our shows that our listeners love the most?
Yeah, I got a couple things here to sell today.
That's right. It's the Trash and Treasure.
Here to the Roses Field at Kibler Stadium. They've played the national anthem about 2 minutes and 45 seconds till we kick this one off as the Cavaliers over on the far sideline have been going through their warm-ups. Western Brown getting ready to head back across the street from the high school over here to the field to get out there. We're going to talk about some of the key performers here tonight for both of these teams. Didn't have a lot in the way of stats for Chillicothe, but do have some key names. Did mention him earlier, number 1, Sean Smith, the running back. He is out tonight. Again, I saw him out there pregame, is wearing a boot on that right foot, I believe, and was in shorts and his jersey, so not going to be playing tonight. But number 8, Josiah Schism, running back, linebacker. Number 11, Jet McAllister, the tight end. Their sophomore quarterback is number 14, Andrew Hammond. Number 18, wide receiver and safety, Carte Ligon. Number 86, Daniel Schism, the tight end. And the tight end linebacker, number 89, Dom Barron. Coach Osborne talked about like to use a lot of tight ends, kind of a 2 tight end set. They like to play. They do have some big guys on the roster. A couple of tight ends that go about 6'2", a little over 200. So some pretty big athletic guys for the Cavaliers. We'll see how if they're able to capitalize on that size here tonight as the Broncos are getting ready to run through the banner over here to our right. I'll hand it to Rob, and he's going to talk about some of those key performers for the Broncos.
Starting with those defenders, the leader in the middle, junior linebacker number 7, Ty Spalding, 23 tackles, first in the league, SBC, 2 tackles for loss and 1 sack. Senior defensive lineman number 22, Denver Ballou, 10 tackles, 3 TFLs, 2.5 sacks, and that's second in the league. Junior defensive back number 1, Zayden Nichols, 5 tackles, 3 interceptions, that's second in the SBC. And he had 104 return yards as well on those 3 interceptions last week. Moving on to the offensive end for the Broncos, led by senior quarterback number 6, Brady Sutton, 602 passing yards, that's second in the league. 8 touchdowns passing, 220 rushing yards. That's also second in the league. And 2 touchdowns on the ground. Senior receiver Lucas Powell, number 3, 18 receptions for 189 yards. That's 4th in the league. Junior wide receiver Braden Harmon, number 17, 9 receptions for 112 yards and 2 touchdowns. Junior wide receiver number 9, Elijah Valdez, also 112 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. And junior running back Justin Morgan, number 5, 216 rushing yards. That's third in the league with 4 touchdowns on the ground, 76 receiving yards, and 1 touchdown through the air.
And mentioned earlier some of those other games across the SBC tonight. I think the only all SBC matchup, American National Division matchup between Claremont Northeastern and Batavia is at Batavia. Wyoming travels to Bethel Tate tonight. Clinton Mass with another tough game goes on the road to Dresden Tri-Valley. Summit Country Day at East Clinton. Blanchester at Middletown Madison. Wilmington travels to Mount Healthy. We saw that Mount Healthy team a few years ago. Jameer Spain is a senior now, I think, going to a MAC school. And then the other one they had, his last name was Scott. He's going to Wisconsin. They get some special athletes on that Mount Healthy team. Goshen travels to Waynesville. New Richmond on the road at Western Hills. And Marymount travels to Williamsburg. We'll try to get some of those scores for you as we go through the night. Both these teams have run out, and it looks like the Cavaliers are going to receive the first kick. So they'll have the ball first. Again, I'm Greg Liming here with Rob Bowman. Traven Hildebrand back in the studio for us. And Brandon Rigdon on the camera right here to our left on Goodguysradiotv.com. Reminder, you can listen to us on the app or online. If you haven't checked us out, go over to Goodguysradiotv.com where you can see the live stream as well as hear the broadcast from Rob and myself. So check us out over on Goodguysradiotv.com as Dakota Bolander is going to tee it up here for the Broncos. We've got 12 minutes on the clock. Western Brown will be wearing their all-brown uniforms with white helmets and gold letters and numbers. And the Chillicothe Cavaliers will be in their all-white uniforms with blue helmets and blue letters and numbers. And we kind of see the muddle huddle here that we've gotten used to seeing from the kickoff team as they'll run up and decide what they want to do. Referee blows the whistle, they fake it. Now they'll back up into their normal set. And it looks like Bolander's going to kick it away deep. 2 men back deep to receive for the Cavaliers. Line drive kick is going to be fielded right about the 18-yard line, coming back towards the Western Brown bench. Has a little space, picks up a block, and he may go. Bolander's the only one that can get him, and he's able to trip him up just enough. Dakota Bolander saved the touchdown. I believe that was number 25, Victor Hitchens, on the return. Takes it all the way down to about the 32-yard line. Big return for the Cavaliers to start. Bolander saved the touchdown.
Yeah, great return. Bolander, great play, playing safety back there and just patient, waited for the returner to get there, able to do enough to trip him up. Must be something on this left side of the kickoff coverage team for the Broncos, because we've seen the last couple of weeks teams attacking that side and having some success over there. See if the Broncos can adjust to that.
Well, right now the scoreboard to our right, the big scoreboard, just has all ones on it. So they're trying to get that figured out. Scoreboard on our left has the right. 11:51 to go here after the big return. Ball's on the 32-yard line in Bronco territory. First play is a handoff on the right side. Nice play. Got in there. I believe that was number 10, Landon Lambert. Laid the first lick on him. Goes forward for maybe a yard. Will bring up second down and 9.
Not much going. Lambert crashed quickly from that left edge defensive end position, able to make the play.
So it'll be second down and 9, or second down and 8. They'll give him a 1.5 yards to 2 yards. Ball's right on the 30, just outside the 30-yard line now. Hammond in the shotgun, takes a snap, looking to his left, wants to throw that way. Now he will throw it, has it complete. Couple of Broncos, Cash Smith and Ty Spalding in on the tackle, and they'll bring him down quickly. He's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, good throw, finds his receiver off to the left side. Medium route, but Broncos close quickly, or getting pressure in there. He was able to get rid of it.
I believe that was number 3, Juan Miller, came down with the reception there. Is going to make it third down, and it looks to be about 4. Hammond in the shotgun again, 1 man back there in the backfield. He's going to pitch it out wide, going to that left side towards his own bench, picks up a block. Broncos able to bring him down. I don't think maybe he did quite get the yardage. I think that is going to move the chains. So a tough run there by number 18, Carte Ligon. That will move the chains.
Yeah, nice pitch off to the left side. They went to the short side of the field, able to get the blocks in place and enough to get that first down.
Looked like from up here maybe they were going to stop him short, but I think he kept that momentum going just enough to get down right around the 19-yard line. It'll be first down at 10, 11:30 to go here in the first quarter. Or sorry, 10:30 to go here in the first quarter. Pass out that way, goes up high and gets it, number 86 over there. Daniel Schism reaches up, brings it down. Nice little throw and catch will bring up second down.
That was a really nice catch. Catches it right on the sideline, almost full extension there, and able to keep the feet in bounds as well.
I think maybe that Bronco defense was hoping that rain would just keep going for a couple more minutes, but it seems like it stopped, and he went up high and got that one, had some sticky hands on that one. So it'll be second down. They're going to hand this one off. We're going off that left side, bounces off a tackle, nice stiff arm. He's going in, and he goes across the goal line. Number 18, Cartier Ligon, goes in for the touchdown, and they draw first blood here tonight. Chillicothe puts 6 on the board.
Yeah, pretty smooth drive for them. They got in the third and medium situation, able to convert with the toss sweep off to the left side. A couple nice plays to finish off that drive for the Cavaliers, get on the board quickly, and that's their first score of the season.
So it looks like they're going to kick the extra point. Right now they lead 6-0. Cam Badger will hold it down for the extra point here. Snaps back, holds down, line drive, kick is on the way, and it's up and good. That'll make it 7-0 in favor of Chillicothe. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on 99.5 The Edge.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Back in here to Western Brown High School. Well, just what the doctor ordered for Chillicothe. You said it, first points of the year, big return there. They're able to capitalize and punch into the end zone for their first score of the year and their first lead. And I think, over there on the sideline, Coach Bartholomew has to be happy. That's exactly what he wanted. Maybe give his team a little bit of confidence as they've struggled to move the ball, it sounds like, and score points, obviously, early in the season. Could be a big confidence boost for him here early.
Yeah, no negative plays on that series, 5 plays, and obviously the great kickoff return to put him in excellent field position to start that drive. Nice, easy score for them early, less than 2 minutes.
Now kind of the same look here from the Cavaliers. They kind of all bunch up here as number 50, Connor Bolin, has it teed up right on the 40-yard line. We'll see if they decide to try any trickery here early in this one. We've seen it from Western Brown a couple of times. We'll see what the Cavaliers elect to do. Harmon and Powell back deep for Western Brown as usual. And now I think they're kind of trying. Now both scoreboards have kind of gone out here, so a little bit of a scoreboard issue here at Western Brown. Now this one on our left, the smaller one on the left towards that north end zone, comes back on. And now it looks like we got both of them back on here. As we did have a little power outage here before the game. Not sure if that has anything to do with it, but it got pretty bad storms here for a few minutes. And now they'll run up and fake the onside kick. And they'll back up and kick it deep. Ready to go. Ball's on the 40-yard line. Bolin will kick it away. End over end kick. Will bounce in front of Harmon around the 20-yard line. He picks it up, coming back towards the Western Brown sideline. Tries to make a man miss and takes a big shot from number 31, Andrew Brown. I'm not sure Harmon ever saw him coming, but he holds on to the ball to be at about the 22-yard line where the Western Brown offense will come out for their first possession.
Yeah, just kind of pooched that one up, allowed the coverage team to get down there quickly, and Harmon scoops it up, but not much room to go. See if the Broncos offense can answer here.
Remember, coming up at the half, it's the Health Source of Ohio halftime report. We'll bring you our first half checkup, your Cincinnati Bengals studio update, and more. Make sure to stay tuned for that Health Source of Ohio halftime report. So it'll be first down and 10. Ball spot on about the 23-yard line. Broncos headed from right to left on your radio dial here in this first quarter. Sutton takes a snap, quick throw over to the right, has it complete. Met immediately right around the 29-yard line. I believe that was Lucas Powell for the first completion of the night. Will bring up second down.
Yeah, good to get the senior involved early. He's got sure hands, catching that one over the middle. Able to fight for some extra yards, carrying a few Cavaliers with him.
So they're going to mark him for 6. It'll be second down and 4. 9:48 to go here in this first quarter. One man in the backfield with Sutton, fakes a handoff, wants to throw this way, has Powell again, complete, goes past the 35, knocks one tackler over, falls forward, right around the 39-yard line. Nice little run after the catch there by Powell, move the chains.
Yeah, cuts back over the middle, and he's got Harmon there getting the initial block for him to spring him free for that first down.
So that'll take the ball all the way up to, they'll spot it just short of the 40-yard line, right on the inside the 39-yard line, approaching midfield. This time they'll go empty, 2 on the left, 3 up high on the right. Sutton on the 35-yard line in the shotgun. And now our first penalty flag coming out as it looks like a little movement on the Western Brown side is going to back them up 5 yards. I think one of the side judge there said one of the receivers flinched a little bit. So that's going to back them up 5 after the false start.
Yeah, tough after you pick up the first down there on those first couple plays.
So now to be first down and 15, back them up 5 yards, same set. 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Sutton takes a snap, looking over the middle, wants to throw it deep. He is going to throw it deep, intended for Harmon. It's complete. He's behind the defense. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. What a throw and catch. Braden Harmon takes it in for the long touchdown, and Western Brown answers right back.
Great pass from Brady Sutton. Throws it up high enough, allows Harmon to run underneath of that. Harmon reels it in, already had the defensive back beat, and able to outrun him to the end zone.
Beautiful throw by Sutton. And again, he got a lot of rain. Ball's probably a little wet, but he put that one on the money in stride for Harmon, and he did the rest, took it all the way in. After the penalty backs him up 5 yards, they go for the long touchdown. Cunningham will be on to kick the extra point to try to tie it up at 7 apiece. Sutton will hold it, snaps back, holds down. Good looking end over end kick will fly over those bleachers down there. It's good to make it 7-7. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Get to know people as people, not just customers. That's very important to Mosier Furniture. Today we were lucky enough to have 2 customers call us and brag about the fact that they loved their furniture and they're still loving it after a great number of years. We like to hear that. There's no doubt Mosier Furniture and Appliance has a lot of great customers, but we're always looking for more. Mosier Furniture and Appliance in West Union, Ohio. We're here whenever you need us.
Those receivers, that one he put enough air under it, allowed Harmon to run underneath of it, and we know the type of speed that Braden Harmon has, and he showed it right there, getting beyond the coverage.
Referee blows the whistle, and now Bolinder will run up, fakes the onside kick, and now a penalty flag coming out as I think some of the return men were expecting Bolinder to onside that one. A couple of Bronco players went across the 40-yard line. So maybe a little bit of a miscommunication there. We'll back them up a little bit now. I'm assuming they'll kick it deep now after the penalty backs them up 5 yards.
Yeah, just not on the same page there. Seemed like the coverage team was ready for that onside attempt, and be a good night for it with the field having all the moisture on it from the rain that we've received this evening.
So Bolinder will tee it up on the 35-yard line now. The 2 men back deep for the Cavaliers right on the 20-yard line. We'll see if they decide to kick it deep or maybe catch him off guard here, but Bolinder runs up to the ball, and now he is going to kick a line drive. It'll be fielded right on the 16-yard line. Nice kick from Bolinder, trying to set up some blocks coming back this way, and this time they're able to bottle him up. A big hit right there by number 22, Denver Ballou, on the coverage team. Stood him up, knocked him back. That was number 25 again, Hitchens. But a better coverage this time, but still a pretty good return out past the 35 where it'll be first down and 10 for this Cavalier offense.
I think that started with Lamar Hall over on this left side. He kind of crashed down and forced the return man back in the middle where Ballou was able to lay the lumber there.
Remember, 995 is your home for the Ohio University Bobcats. Listen in on College Game Day Saturdays 1 hour before kickoff for our pregame coverage here on your home for the green and white. So the ball will be on just past the 35-yard line. Chillicothe still headed from left to right here on your radio dial. 9:08 to go here in the first quarter. Hammond in the shotgun, 1 man back there on his right, 1 up high on the left, 1 down on the bottom on the right. Takes a snap. He's going to hand it off, going off that left side, setting up some blocks. A lot of running room out there. He makes 1 man miss. Nice little jump cut, bounces off another tackler. Still fighting, and it's going to be there was bodies all over the place on that one, but they're going to mark him down with a first down, about a 12-yard run on first down. Tough run over there from the Cavaliers.
Yeah, Ligon showing that great elusiveness, a lot of speed to get to the edge initially, and then he shows the agility, making a few guys miss there and getting the first down.
Thought for a second the ball might have come out. There were bodies kind of flying all over the place, but just a lot of contact. Very physical start here from both offensive lines. Hammond wants to throw this one over towards his sideline, has it complete over to number 3, Juan Miller. It'll go out of bounds into his own sideline. And it goes past the 50 to about the 48-yard line. It'll be second down at about 5.
A short out route right to his own bench there on the left side. Broncos seem giving him a little bit of cushion there, just allowing that underneath throw right now.
So they're going to call it second down and 5. Ball's just past midfield. Takes a snap. He'll hand this one off, coming back off the right side, and they're going to blow this one dead. And I think the far side judge says false start. So they'll blow it dead, back them up 5 yards, so it'll take them back down to second down and 10.
Yeah, and the Broncos look like they could have used that one. It looked like a big hole had opened up on the right side.
So it'll be second and 10, back them up past midfield now to the back in their own territory. Same formation here, one man in the backfield with him and one receiver out wide on either side, 2 tight end set. In the shotgun on about the 42-yard line, takes the snap. They'll hand this one off again, and he's going to be met right away this time. Good coverage by that Western Brown front. That was Ligon again. Went nowhere. Might have even gone backwards for a couple yards. It's going to bring up third down at about 12.
It looked like Ballou may have been the first one there to meet him immediately in the backfield. Way to penetrate that defensive front. It looked like all of them were in there. Isaiah Snow was in there, and then Lambert on the other side as well.
And here comes Lamar Hall and big number 77 as well. Emmanuel Gibbs, kind of that same set we saw a lot last week at Washington Courthouse. A third and long situation here. 2 receivers out wide on the right. Hammond takes his snap. He throws it quick out wide, trying to set up some blocks. They're trying to bottle him up and keep him from getting the first down, but I think he's going to have first down yardage. They're going to spot it really close, as that was a tough run after the catch by Ligon. Again, we've called his name quite a bit here, and that is going to move the chains. Nice play on third down and long.
Yeah, great design there. Get it over to the edge, get it to your playmaker out of the backfield, and able to fight for those extra yards at the marker.
I think that was number 7, Zion Henson, out far on the right side. Got a nice block from the receiver spot as well to give him that extra yard. And now a lot of movement up front. Flags fly out. We're going to see, I think it's going to be on Western Brown, as about, I think, every single defensive lineman went across, and that's going to give them a free 5. We'll make it first down and 5.
It's like they've changed from push-ups the last few seasons under Coach Osborne. Now they're doing burpees.
That coach must have thought they need a little more cardio early in the season, trying to build that stamina up for the late games. Now they're going to hand this one off left side. Bounces off one tackle, trying to get to the edge. Stiff arms another tackler, and finally spun down out of bounds. Another tough run over there by Ligon. Not sure he got a lot of yards. And he got about 5 or 6, so it is going to move the chains on that first and short. Nice run again by Ligon. He's been busy here so far in this first quarter.
Yeah, he's got a lot of speed. The Broncos are going to have an answer for that. Set that edge, force him back up the inside, and let your linebackers clean those plays up.
Not a real big guy. He's a freshman, goes 5'11", 170, but he's broke a few tackles here and has a couple of nice stiff arms already so far. Tough running from Ligon here early in this one. One receiver on either side, one man in the backfield. Hammond takes a snap, wants to throw. Another penalty flag coming in, and some more movement. So a little bit of trouble in the trenches here early on both sides, as that'll back up the Cavaliers 5 yards. That'll bring up first down and long.
Yeah, tight end closest to us, kind of off the line of scrimmage there. Lost his water, couldn't hold it quite long enough before they snapped the ball.
I got to ask, is that a term you made up, or is that like something is that a popular? I don't know.
No, I can't take credit for it. No,
man.
I've definitely heard that in the past.
I was trying to give you some credit. You should have just taken credit for it.
One of those, probably Coach Knox back at Mount St. Joe.
There you go. So it'll be first down and 15 now. Hammond wants to throw, has it complete over towards his sideline. Cuts back towards the middle, down inside the 25-yard line. I think they're going to mark him just short of the first down. It's going to bring up second down and short.
Yeah, nice out route again on that same sideline, going right to their bench. Broncos continue to give him that cushion and almost give him that underneath throw.
It's going to bring up second down in less than a yard. 7:25 to go here in the first quarter. Still 7-7, all knotted up here at Western Brown. 2 receivers lined up on either side. They'll pitch it out this time. Ligon trying to get the edge. Slips another tackle and takes a big shot. Ty Spalter. That was number 77. Emmanuel Gibbs came in there and put him down, but it's going to be enough for the first down, and that'll move the chains first and 10.
Yeah, spun back towards the middle. Broncos do a good job slowing him down on the edge, did just enough to get that, and then Gibbs just cleaned it up at the end.
Gibbs did a nice job pursuing the football there. He had, like you said, had to spin back towards the middle, and as soon as he turned around, big Emmanuel Gibbs was in his grill right away. But it'll be first down and 10. 7 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Ball is spotted right on the 20-yard line. Hammond in the shotgun, 2 on the left, 1 man in the backfield on his left. Some more movement up front, more penalty flags come out, and it looks like another offside penalty against those Western Brown Broncos will move them up 5. So a little trouble with the snap count here for Western Brown on the defensive side.
Yeah, that's 2 penalties on this drive, and just jumping off sides. Got to watch that ball. Going to that hard count. We've seen if both teams do that they faced earlier in the season as well. Little jumpy up front.
So that'll make it first down and 5 now. Ball is down around the 15-yard line after the penalty. I think spotted on the 16-yard line. This time they'll hand it off to Lagon, going out that left side, and he's met by a couple of Broncos right away. Denver Ballou in there again, and they take him back for a loss, or maybe no gain. It's going to bring up second down.
They're really keying on Lagon now on that read up the middle, the inside zone read, and Broncos do a great job crashing on that. They got to make sure, though, that they keep that edge because the quarterback could pull that at any point.
I thought he was going to pull it there. He kept it. It seemed like he held on to it for a really long time and then decided to hand it late. And it goes for a 2-yard loss. It'll make it second down and 7. This time they're going to pitch it out wide to Lagon, trying to set that edge. And Spalding comes flying in and throws him out of bounds. A nice play there by Spalding. He's going to go forward for a few yards. It'll bring up third down and looks to be about 4.
Another third down opportunity for this defense. Third and very short now. They move it up. Looks like maybe just 1 or 2 yards now.
Yeah, I don't have the I don't have that scoreboard over here on my right, which has the ball on what yard line. So it's kind of hard over on the far left hash, pretty far away from us. Almost another jump by the Western Brown defense there. So I think it is going to be about third and maybe a long 1. Ball's over on the left hash, same formation, 1 receiver on either side. Hammond in the shotgun with Lagon on his right. This time they're going to hand it to Lagon, cuts it back up the middle, hits the deck. But I think he fell forward and is going to have enough to move the chains again to give him a fresh set of downs. And I believe that's going to be inside the 10. Will make it first down and goal.
Yeah, just got tripped up as he got to the line of scrimmage, but he had room if he didn't fall down. Enough for that first down. It looks like they are maybe right about the 11, so they're going to keep the chains up.
I think, yeah, just outside the 10-yard line, so could get a first down right maybe inside the 1-yard line. 4:53 to go here in the first quarter. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, wants to throw, looking over the middle, is going to throw it late, and a couple of people run in, a couple of bodies hit the ground, and falls incomplete. I think that was Zayden Nichols, had a chance at it, but kind of ran into his own man a little bit and couldn't come down with it, but it'll be second down.
Yeah, playing center field there, Zayden Nichols just stepping up, waited for that one. We saw him get 3 last week, thought he had another one there, but kind of ran into his own man and the receiver.
Hammond kind of held that one for a while and then decided to throw it late, and Nichols almost came down with his 4th one in 2 games. But it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. This time they're going to pitch it out wide to Lagon, coming this way. Cuts it back up the middle, makes one man miss. Couple of tacklers wrap him up, but not before he goes down inside the 5-yard line, down to about the 2, where it's going to be third down.
The Broncos doing a great job. That initial penetration, getting hands on the ball carrier, but it seems like early on, Lagon's able to shake that first defender, whether it be a stiff arm or just muscling through that initial contact.
I think that was Weber that came through initially and forced him back inside, but another tough run by Lagon makes it 3rd and short. Hammond takes a snap. They're going to hand it to him, and this time he's stonewalled, and I'm not sure he got the yards. He's going to be right about where he needs to be for a first down. We're going to have to see where they spot it, and if he is inside the 1, it's going to give him a fresh set of downs. We'll see where they spot it. No signal yet, but it's close. That was a good play by that Bronco front to stop the ball carrier right in his tracks. Got right back to the line of scrimmage. A couple of Broncos ran into him immediately and kind of stopped his progress, and I think they're going to maybe measure it.
Yeah, it looked like upon initial spot from the official closest to us, it looked like he was going to mark it as a first down, but then the chain crew over here marked it 4th down, so we will see.
They're going to take the chains out and measure it. If that's not a first down, I'm not sure he can get one. I mean, it's right outside the goal line. So he would have to get to maybe the 1-inch line to get a first down. We'll see what the chains decide here. 4:12 to go in the first, still tied up at 7.
Great pressure, though, up the middle from the Broncos to stuff that one.
And they're going to spot him for a first down, so they take the chains out and measure it. So they're going to have 4 chances from right about the 1-yard line. Tough run by Lagon. Again, Western Brown did a really nice job meeting him at the point of the line there, but just able to keep enough momentum going to fall forward just enough to get that first down. So we'll give them a fresh set of downs, and again, they're going to have 4 chances from inside the 1-yard line.
Yeah, tough there for getting that ball on the 11 to start, and then they get just enough.
So this time Heyman will go under center, I believe, for the first time with Lagon in the backfield, and he's just going to push his way across the goal line, kind of the old tush push right there, and then he's going to go in for the touchdown. So the Cavaliers answer back, and with the extra point coming up, holds 13-7 right now. Another good drive there by the Cavaliers. They're able to punch it into the end zone.
Yeah, just finished that one off. Nice methodical drive. They've converted 4 third downs now in the ball game, 7 first downs for the Cavaliers to start.
So number 50, Connor Bolin, is listed as the offensive linebacker. Will come in to kick the extra point. We've seen him do the kicking duties here so far, and that one is going to be blocked, I believe. And so that'll be no good as a little scrum for the ball there, but high school rules, I believe, once that kick is blocked, it's dead. So 13-7, the Cavaliers lead. We'll take a short break. Be right back on 99.5 and Goodguysradiotv.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Ohio. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the OHSAA.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
Edges as well. Haven't had much going over the middle so far, but as far as throwing the ball, but staying really balanced.
So Bolin will fake the onside kick, and now he'll back up and kick it away deep. Harmon and Powell back for the Broncos. This time Powell will come up and field it on the fly around the 18-yard line. Coming back towards the middle, gets a few blocks, goes up to about the 35. Nice return there by Lucas Powell to give the Broncos pretty good field position for their second possession. Well, I think, Coach Osborne coming back out, they hit the big play on the first drive. I think, maybe he saw something there that he really liked. I would look for them to maybe start taking a few more shots down the field here.
Well, in the way this game's going, both teams play quick. Chillicothe is probably the quickest team we've seen from snap to snap so far on the offensive end that the Broncos have faced. So this could be one of those games that comes down to the wire.
One man in the backfield is Ty Spalding, I believe. And 3 receivers out wide on the right, 1 on the left. Quick throw has it complete. I believe that's Justin Morgan trying to cut, make a few men miss. He's still going past midfield all the way down to the 45. What a run after the catch by number 5, Justin Morgan. And that's going to go for a nice gain into Chillicothe territory.
And Morgan just playing that slot on the right side. Gets that quick slant route and able to show that strength. Again, not the biggest guy, but he's got a lot of strength.
And one of the Cavalier players was trying to get his shoe back on, I think, and just chucked it over towards the sideline, but now they're going to blow it dead and maybe make him get a substitution or take a timeout. I'm not sure, but he was in the backfield sitting on the ground trying to get his shoe on and finally got frustrated and decided to launch it over towards the sideline, but they're going to go ahead and take a timeout. We'll keep it here for this timeout. Make sure to stick around after the game. We'll honor tonight's standout player with our Paul Hall Insurance Player of the Game. Paul Hall Insurance, our family insuring yours. Like you said, Rob, it's been kind of a balanced game for both teams here really so far. Western Brown finding a lot of success throwing the football on the offensive end. They're starting to do a better job on the run defense, but Lagon's really just kind of made a lot of tacklers miss and some tough running, and he's been a big factor here so far in this one.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, the 2 big things right now, you gotta maybe creep your corners up a little bit, take away that short out route throw that they've had success on, and the last few plays they've had success on the edge, forcing Lagon back in the middle and letting those linebackers do their thing. Ty Spalding had a nice play there, closing down after he was forced back up the middle from the left side. So if the Broncos can continue to do that, slow him down, it seems like he's their main weapon that they want to utilize on the offensive side.
Empty set here from Western Brown, 3 on the left, 2 on the right. Ball's over towards the right hash. Sutton, quick throw, has it complete to Powell, and he's going to be met right away. Still turning the leg zone, spun out of bounds, goes forward for about 3. We'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Not a whole lot going there. Broncos throw to that trip side, try to get Powell going, but not a whole lot, maybe about 2.5, 3 yards.
So they'll mark him with a 2-yard gain. Will bring up 2nd down and 8. Ball is right on the 42-yard line, again in Cavalier territory. Empty set again, 3 on the right this time, 2 down here on the bottom on the left. Ball's on the left hash. Sutton, quick throw again, and a little too high over the head of Harmon, goes incomplete out of bounds. Going to bring up their first 3rd and long situation.
Yeah, I think that one just got away from him a little bit. May have slipped out of his hand the way he made a motion after he threw that. He knew immediately.
So Broncos get back up to the ball quick. Same set here, 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Sutton in the shotgun, and now some motion across the line as the center goes backwards again. We saw that, I think, in week 1 as the nose tackle came across there, a little contact. So that's going to help him out. It'll give him 5 yards. It'll make it 3rd and quite a bit more manageable.
Yeah, go with the hard count. Give it right back to the Cavaliers and make this one a lot more manageable here. 3rd and very short coming up.
So we'll call it 3rd and 3 from the 37-yard line. 3:39 to go here in this first quarter. 1 man in the backfield. They'll hand it this time to Morgan, trying to go off that left side, and he's not going to get there. It goes for no gain back to the line of scrimmage. Good penetration there by the Cavalier front. It's going to bring up our first 4th down here for this Western Brown offense.
And that was McGlone closing that one up quickly up the middle. Didn't give Morgan any room to run.
So they're going to go quick. Empty set, 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Sutton, another hard count, and he gets it to work again. So a free first down as back-to-back. That's Nate Schism in the middle there having some trouble with that hard count, and that's going to give Western Brown a free first down.
Yeah, first down the easy way. That was their first 4th down that they faced in the ballgame. First 3rd down as well, and able to convert.
Empty set again here. Sutton in the shotgun, 2 on the left, 3 on the right. Sutton looking to his left, now back to his right. Has some room. He's going to run it off that right side. Trying to get to the outside, cuts back up the middle. Has 3 or 4 tacklers in on him right around the 25-yard line. Goes forward for about 5. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A good coverage down the field from the Cavaliers. Great protection from the offensive line up front. And Sutton does what he does best, just tucks that one down and takes what he can get from the defense.
2:43 to go here in this first quarter. Western Brown still driving the football. Down inside the 25-yard, right on the 25-yard line now. Sutton running this one all the way. Breaks 1 tackle off that right side. Picks up a block. Bounces it to the outside. Down inside the 10. Brady Sutton's going in for the touchdown. All the way on the far side of the field. Picked up a couple of blocks. Justin Morgan, I think, had a good one over there. And the answer back by Western Brown as Sutton takes it in himself.
Great run there. Designed run off the right side. Great block on the edge from Emmanuel Gibbs to spring him free. And Sutton does the rest of the work, tiptoeing down the sidelines.
And there is a penalty flag. They're coming back, so I don't think that one's going to stand. I didn't see the flag initially. It was right on the 15-yard line. So I'm not sure. I guess I'm assuming probably a holding call is going to bring it back. So the big run by Sutton for the touchdown is going to be negated by penalty. It'll still be 2nd down and short. Western Brown will still have it right. Same spot, right on the 25. So, again, didn't see the signal from the referee, but they'll bring it back 2nd down. And now another penalty flag flying in. And some more movement over here on this left side. A false start's going to back them up 5 more. So the referees have been pretty busy here early in this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened on that last. It must have been a dead ball, and the officials were not set because they put it exactly in the same spot. No mention of a penalty or anything, but then the Broncos pick a false start.
So back to the 30-yard line now where it's still 2nd down. Sutton's going to throw, has it complete to Powell. And a couple of people wrap him up around the 24-yard line. Is going to bring up 3rd down. It looks to be about like 3 to go.
Yep, another 3rd down and short coming up. Gets back to almost that spot they were before the penalty.
2:05 to go here in this first quarter. A couple of Broncos subs checking in there. Number 9, Valdez will check in. As Jaden Parker will check out. Valdez in the backfield with Sutton, 3 on the left, 1 up high on the right. Sutton takes a snap. They're going to hand it off. Valdez straight up the middle, has room, and he's going to go forward past the 20-yard line down around the 17, and that's going to move the chains. Nice run by Valdez. We'll bring up first down and 10.
Really good run. Just put his pads down and ran with a lot of speed. Cavaliers really stacking the box right now and creeping those safeties up. They're only playing about 7 or 8 yards, both of them on that play.
Minute 42 to go. Ball spotted inside the 20-yard line. Right about the 17 for Western Brown. Empty set, 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Sutton looking to his left, now back over the middle, throws it. Has it complete to Powell, has some room. Trying to cut back inside the 10, makes a nice move. Spun down inside the 5. And that's going to be another first down. It's going to bring up first down and goal. Nice run there by Lucas Powell after the catch.
Good, easy throw to Powell, running that crosser over the middle. Sutton took a shot, went to the turf, but he pops back up.
So they're going to call it first and goal. Looks to be ball right inside the 5-yard line, right about the 4-yard line. Minute 25 to go here in the first. 2 men in the backfield, 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Sutton takes the snap, hands it to Morgan up the middle, trying to push the pile. He stood up right around the 1-yard line, maybe even inside the 1. It's going to bring up second down and goal.
And this is the heavy set for the Broncos. They got Morgan in the backfield with Ty Spalding as well, kind of in that H-back right behind the left tackle.
So it'll be second and goal from the 2. They're going to hand it to Morgan. This time he goes head first across the goal line. Justin Morgan punches it in from the 2-yard line. Another good drive by that Western Brown offense. They answer back, and we're all tied up at 13 apiece with the extra point coming up.
Yeah, good answer. Bronco offense penalty setback there, but able to answer back, get a 4th down conversion and a 3rd down conversion on that drive.
So Cunningham is on to kick the extra point now. Snaps back, holds down. Good looking end over end kick. And that one's good. So Western Brown will take a 1-point lead, 14-13, 48 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Welcome back in here to Western Brown, where the Broncos have put 7 on the board. They lead now by 1, 14-13. So maybe some of the confusion, I've been calling it wrong. That's Camden Cunningham out there doing the kickoffs today. No Dakota Bolender, so maybe that's where the miscommunication came from. I didn't realize that was number 30 out there. So we've seen Bolender doing the kickoff duties. Not sure if he's injured or something going on, but it's Cunningham kicking him off today. So maybe that's where that little bit of miscommunication came from. This time they're going to line up out wide. Ball's on the 40-yard line, and Cunningham's just going to kick it away. No muddle huddle this time, but he does kick it on the ground. Takes a big bounce. It's going to be fielded right around the 30. Trying to cut it back towards the other side. Pretty good return up to about the 39-yard line. That was number 5, Cam Badger. And that's where they'll have it just past or just inside the 40-yard line for their 3rd possession coming up.
Another different iteration of the kickoff for the Broncos, just keeping that confusion rolling for these return teams with the muddle huddle and now the big bounce, one hopper. But Badger able to secure that, return it.
Well, thanks again to our season sponsors, including Higgins Steel Roofing, Rio Grande University, and Mosier Furniture and Appliance. So the ball's on the 39-yard line. Got a pretty good look straight down the line right here in front of me. Again, we're over here on the home side. Still headed left to right here is Chillicothe with 41 seconds to go in the first. This time they're going to hand it off coming off this side. Some good blocks. Lagon still going, turning those legs up. And a flag comes in late. I think it's going to be a holding call, it looks like, going against an illegal block in the back, I think, is a signal. So a good run by Lagon, but it's coming back on the penalty.
Yeah, brought down by Carter Saylor from behind. But that one will be coming back for the Cavaliers.
A little bit of hand fighting going on. That was Cash Smith out there on the outside trying to get off a block, and I think once he got out of there, they pushed him in the back and drew the penalty flag right here in front of us on the front of the Broncos sideline. So that's going to back him up now to be first and long, first and about 15 after the penalty. 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Hammond calling the play at the line. 2 receivers down the right, 1 man in the backfield. He's in the shotgun right on the 30-yard line. Hammond takes the snap. He'll hand it to Ligon going off that left side. Spalding trying to chase him down. He's able to get a hand on him and finally bring him down. But he goes forward for about 5 and get those penalty yards back. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, a little room there off the left side, but Spalding able to run that down after a short gain, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
So after the first quarter, Western Brown leads by 1, 14-13. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor.
In this community, they call the fire department when the days go bad and they don't know what to do.
There'll be a family member and will come up and give me a hug or shake my hand and say, hey, you took care of my dad X number of years ago. And they just wanted to say thank you and how much it meant to them. Things like that just keep me going. I'm ready to come back and do it again.
I try to take pride in every single thing that I do. When I'm needed in the community, I don't want them to ever think that I could have done more.
And that's the beauty of volunteers. There's nothing stronger than the heart of a volunteer.
Welcome back in here to Western Brown High School, the Roses Field at Kibler Stadium. Well, a lot of back and forth. We've seen a little bit sloppy up front on both sides, some penalties on both teams that have kind of hindered these offenses, but they've been able to overcome them so far and kind of trading punches here as Western Brown does lead 14-13 as, again, it looks like we're having some more scoreboard issues here as now they get this one on our right, going the big scoreboard on our right, but the smaller one on the left not working now. They're trying to get the technical issues figured out here, but I believe it will be 2nd down and about 5. And if I remember correctly, I thought it was 2nd down and about 10 before at the end of the quarter there. They had the penalty yards, got back to the line of scrimmage, but right now they have them set, and now they're going to move the chains forward. It'll be 2nd down and 10. I was going to say, I thought that was about where it was if I remember correctly. But, again, still trying to get the scoreboards kind of figured out here as it looks like we have the one to our left and right figured out now, so we'll see if we can get these. So I don't envy the score of the clock operator up there trying to get that figured out. It has to be a little stressful.
Yeah, that and the officials having to keep that information on them at all times.
So as of right now, we got them both on. 12 minutes to go in the second. Chillicothe will flip into the field. They'll head right to left on your radio dial now. And now here comes the play coming back towards this sideline, and he breaks through. He's got some room, and they're able to track him down as he's still going. It's going to take him 4 or 5 Broncos to bring down Ligon, as a couple of them got in on the tackle, but a tough run again. Goes all the way down inside the 30 or inside the 40-yard line to the 35 in Bronco territory.
And that they ran that jet motion across. It looked like they were going to hand it off. Drew some of those defenders over to the right side of that offense, and then Ligon right back up the middle, shows that burst of speed.
I don't know if you can hear those Western Brown coaches up here with us. They were trying to call that one out from the press box, but big game by Ligon all the way down to the 35. Makes it 1st down and 10, and now another penalty flag coming out. And it looks like a penalty going against Western Brown over here on this right side.
Yeah, another offside for that defense. That's their 3rd defensive penalty on the night.
So that'll move them forward 5. We'll bring up 1st down and 5 from the 30 now. 11:25 to go here in this first half. Hammond in the shotgun, 2 on his right. Ligon in the backfield with him. He'll fake the handoff, wants to throw towards the middle, steps up through some pressure now, and now they're going to be able to get their hands on him. That's Ballou again. Takes him down along with Isaiah Snow, and that goes for no gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down, or 2nd down, rather.
Yeah, not much going there. Great coverage down the field. It's pretty good protection early on, but as he stepped up in the pocket, Ballou's able to collapse on him and bring him down.
So they'll call it 2nd down. Maybe lost maybe a little bit right on just outside the 30 again. So 2nd down and 5. Good pressure again there. Good coverage on the back end there by Western Brown as well. 1 receiver on either side. Ligon in the backfield. Hammond in the shotgun. Takes the snap. This time he'll hand it. Another penalty flag flies out. This time their Broncos are up for the task. He's going to go for a 1-yard loss as I think it was Snow got in there and spun him around along with Alex Weber. We'll check the penalty flag.
Yeah, Snow really stuffed the middle there, forced him to take a step back. Then he sheds the blocker and makes the play.
I think they called it a legal motion or a legal shift on that offense. So that'll back them up 5 yards. It'll still be second down, but it'll be second down and 10 now. But again, that Bronco defensive front on that one really ready. Did a nice job bringing Ligon down. Didn't get those extra yards after contact.
No, not much room. Isaiah Snow really stout in the middle of that defensive front.
So same set here from the Cavaliers. One receiver on either side, Ligon in the backfield with Hammond in the shotgun around the 40-yard line. They're going to pitch it out wide and cut it back in the middle. A nice play over there. 2 or 3 Broncos. Spalding in on that tackle as well as Snow. And they bring him down for a 1-yard loss, maybe 2-yard loss. Going to bring up third down at about 12.
Yeah, got to show speed against Ligon. You can't let him get to that edge. We've seen how electric he is so far in this ball game. Great job closing on that one. Big tackle for loss.
I think that was Denver Blue again. Shot out of a cannon, went right past the tackle, and Ligon had to try to cut it back to the middle of the field and just had nowhere to go. 3 or 4 Broncos there ready to bring him down. Is going to bring up third down and 10. Ball spotted right on the 37-yard line. Same formation here as Hammond comes up to the line talking to his offensive lineman. 1 receiver on either side. Ligon in the backfield, and now Coach Cody Wilson's going to come down, and Coach Osborne's going to take a timeout. They're going to talk it over on defense here. We'll keep it here for this one. Again, stay tuned for our Coach's Comments show right after the game. I have Coach Osborne up here in the press box, but that Bronco defense seems like they're kind of settling in here in the second quarter, really kind of figuring out those kind of misdirection counter plays that they've been running. And so far here in the last 2 plays, they've done a really good job bottling up Ligon. We'll see if they can get off the field here on 3rd and long.
Yeah, really just have to set that edge against him and slow down his momentum. And when they've been able to do that, those linebackers, defensive linemen can come and clean those plays up. Did a great job on that last play. Really just that big play up the middle when they ran that jet motion and pulled those defenders over to the left side of the defense, right side of the offense, and went right back up the middle in the heart of that defense. Just that one big play, but since then the Broncos have settled in.
Well, again, thanks for tuning in with us here on 99.5 The Edge, Goodguysradiotv.com. Again, having some technical issues with the normal radio station, so check us out on Good Guys or the app or online. We appreciate you tuning in here. A little bit of a weather delay, but we're early in the second quarter here, 10 minutes ago in the second quarter, as the Western Brown defense trying to come up with their first big stop here on a 3rd down, 3rd and long. It'll be 3rd and 12 from the 37. Same formation this time. They're looking to throw. Another penalty flag flies out. They're going to get to him in the backfield. Number 57, Isaiah Snow, came flying in there and brought him down. There's a penalty on the far side, and I saw Coach Osborne say decline. So it's going to be against the Cavaliers, and a big stop by the Bronco defense.
Really big stop. Isaiah Snow again shedding that blocker, getting to the quarterback. Huge sack on 3rd down.
And again, Isaiah Snow listed 5'4", 175, just wins that leverage battle so much. He almost kind of gets lost in the middle there in between big Emmanuel Gibbs right next to him. He kind of just snuck past the center and got in there, and Hammond didn't have any time to do anything with the football. Big loss all the way back to the 44-yard line, where it's going to be 4th down and almost 20. And it looks like right now offense is still on the field. Now they're going to bring in a punter here. Number 33, Tay Harris, is going to punt it away. And now Harmon will back up deep for the Broncos to receive the kick. So they're going to be right around the 44-yard line. Snap is good. Punt, left-footed punter on the way. And this time Harmon's going to let it bounce right around the 15-yard line. It's going to take a good roll for the Cavaliers down inside the 5. And they're trying to fan it down to the goal line and couldn't do it much better on that one as they punt it down and down it right on about the 1 or 2 yard line. So it'll be about 98 yards for the Western Brown offense to go. But has to be a big confidence boost for that defense to get their first stop. You said it gave up the one big play there to Ligon, and then seems like they're kind of figuring some things out. And I think if you can put Hammond in those passing situations, we're going to see that Bronco pass rush win more times than not. And that's beneficial for their defense. Big stop there.
Huge stop for the Bronco defense. Get the ball back to your offense and get some good things going. They got the lead right now.
So 9:43 to go. Now Western Brown headed from left to right on your radio dial over towards that south end zone over towards Mount Orb Middle School. Ball's on the right hash. One man in the backfield was Sutton, and a little bit of movement up front, and another offside penalty going against those Cavaliers, as both sides having some trouble with the snap count. And, still only week 3 here early in the season, but give them 5 more yards. Give them a little bit more breathing room up to the 7.
Yeah, you really need that. It's always difficult as a team when you're snapping inside your own end zone.
3 receivers out wide. This time Sutton's going to run it off the left, and met immediately by a couple of tacklers. He's pushed back inside the 5, but forward progress is going to take him up around the 8-yard line, where it's going to be second down.
Yeah, just trying to give themselves a little more cushion. Few yards there for Sutton. Not much, though, before he's met in the middle.
So they'll call it second down and 5. 9:20 to go here in this second quarter. Bronco offense trying to answer back after the defense gets a stop on 3rd and long. 1 receiver up high on the left, 2 down here on the bottom on the right. Morgan in the backfield with Sutton on his left. Takes the snap. This time he's going to fake the handoff, throw it over the middle, and Ty Spalding went up high. He had a step. He was behind the defense, and just a hair too high for Spalding to get it. That might have been a big play. Not sure would have gone for a touchdown. Would have been all the way out to the 30. But that's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Spalding had a step there on the defender and able to get behind him, but just overthrown slightly.
The clock will stop with 9:01 to go. It'll be 3rd down and a long 4, I believe, from about the 8-yard line. Now this time they'll go empty, 3 on the right, 2 up high on the left. Ball's on the right hash. Sutton takes a snap, looking to his left, wants to throw that way, has it complete to Morgan. Right around the 15-yard line, falls forward to about the 17-yard line. Nice throw and catch on 1st down. Will move the chains.
Yeah, good call there from Coach Osborne. Just the out route to Morgan on the left side. Morgan able to reel it in and turn up for a couple more yards.
Empty set again here from Western Brown. 4 lined up on the right this time, 1 up high on the left. The ball's over on the left hash now. Sutton with his heels on the 11-yard line, takes a snap, looking that way, now comes back this way, wants to throw it, has Morgan complete. A little bit of a wobbler, and the ball fell out as that was number 25 again. Victor Hitchens got in there and knocked it out, and I believe another penalty flag on the field.
Yeah, just hung that one up, and Morgan heard the defender coming, not able to reel it in before he tries to turn up field.
Might have been tipped at the line. It was kind of wobbling. It seemed like it took forever, a little bit of a change-up to get to Morgan, and gave Hitchens just enough time to get in there and poke it out. So there was a penalty flag down the field. Yeah, they were going to back him up now to about the 11, maybe 10-yard line. Again, didn't see the signal. Might have been an illegal motion again or something on Western Brown, but same formation, 4 on the right, 1 up high on the left. Ball still on the right hash, or left hash rather. 1st down and 15. Sutton this time heels on the 6-yard line, takes the snap, looking to throw, throws it quick, has it complete to Jaden Parker. We'll get those penalty yards back and maybe 1 more up to about the 11, or 16 or 17 rather. It'll be 2nd down.
Parker getting involved, has those sure hands from the right slot. Sutton able to find him, gain those yards back.
I'm going to get this yard line right one of these times here tonight. It's been a little struggle here. 8:02 to go here in the second quarter. 2 on the right, 3 up high on the left. Sutton empty again. It'll be 2nd down and 9. And now they're going to blow it dead, as it looks like Chillicothe is going to take a timeout. So 7:52 to go here in the second quarter. Western Brown still leads by 1. Offense kind of a little bit back and forth here with some penalties and things going, but Western Brown really been able to move the ball well. It seems like they've had some success over the top of that defense. As Spalding had a chance there. We saw the big play to Harmon. And Morgan's been involved. Lucas Powell spreading it around really well again. I think an answer here would be big from Western Brown. They get the ball back at the second half as well. This is a big drive here in this football game.
Yeah, get it up to a full 1-score game here if they can put this in and put a little pressure on this Chillicothe offense. They've been playing with the lead the entire game so far. So we'll see how the Broncos come back. Obviously 2nd and long, but you said it, spreading the ball out well. Sutton throwing really well. Protection's been great so far tonight. And last week, I can't remember exactly what the number was, but it was either 5 or 6 different players for the Broncos scored a touchdown. Not just touched the ball and contributed on offense, scored a touchdown. So they like to utilize all their weapons.
Well, again, at the half, we'll get you caught up on everything going on in the world of sports with our producer back in the studio. Make sure to stay tuned for that. Again, Greg Liming, Rob Bowman here. Traven Hildebrand back in the studio. Brandon Rigdon on the camera here for Good Guys Radio TV. Empty set again from Western Brown. 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Sutton takes a snap, looking to his left. Now back over the middle. Will throw it late. Nice catch there. I believe that was Spalding. Went up high. No, that was Lucas Powell. Went up high around the 21-yard line. Tough catch there to make it 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, tough throw. Sutton, that pocket's collapsing on him. Just gets it over to the senior Powell over the middle. And does everything he can to bring that one in. It was a little bit high, had to stretch for that, and he's hit immediately, but brings it down.
So that's going to make it 3rd down and about 6 now. A little bit more manageable, 7:27 to go. This time they're going to hand it off up the middle. Morgan has some room on that left side, spins back, and I think he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. It looks to be about 1. We'll see what Coach Osborne decides to do, backed up in his own territory.
Yeah, we know he's a gambler, and he likes to go for it no matter where it is on the field, especially in these short yardage situations.
Empty set this time. They'll call it 4th and 2. 2 on the left, 3 on the right. Tried the hard count again. No one jumps this time, and now ready to go here with 27 seconds on the play clock. Sutton takes a snap, looking to his right. Quick throw out that way. Has it complete. Sander for his first catch of the game. Takes a big shot, but he is going to have 1st down yardage down to about the 28-yard line. Pretty nice throw as a Cavalier, a little bit slow to get up here over towards the Broncos sideline, but will be a 1st down for Western Brown.
Yeah, big Sandy, 6'5" on the right side, reeling that one in, trusting the senior there, getting his first touch in the game, and takes a big shot, but it looks like the defender took the brunt of it.
Yeah, that could be bad news. I believe that's Ligon. If I saw that number correctly, he's a little bit slow to get up, kind of shaking that right arm out. Yeah, you said it. Sandifer kind of took the worst of it. That is Ligon. He gets up and looks like he's going to be able to go off on his own power, which is good news, but still kind of maybe a little bit of a stinger situation as he's working that right wing out a little bit. But big collision, but a tough catch and a tough throw there. They move the chains. And you said it. We've seen Coach Osborne gamble many times. I think that stop on defense is going to give him the confidence. Now, defense is settling in a little bit. He'll be able to kind of take some more of those gambles here as we go through the rest of this game.
Yeah, and he's always one of those people. I don't know if he utilizes the analytics with those situations, but he feels confident in his team that they're going to be able to get 1, 2, 3 yards in almost any situation.
Well, empty set again here. Ball's past the 25-yard line, right on the 28. Sutton takes the snap, looking to his left, wants to throw that way, and a man wide open deep is Harmon, and he just can't quite bring it in. It goes through his hands, a busted coverage, and Harmon would have had a walk-in touchdown, but it falls incomplete. The 2 defenders on that side kind of looking at each other, and Harmon had a walk-in, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, it was a good-looking pass, just out of reach of Braden Harmon. They ran a fake bubble screen to that trip side, and Harmon just fake blocked on the edge there, went right up the Chillicothe sideline free.
Same set here for Western Brown, 3 on the left, 2 on the right. Looking that way again, wants to throw, now has it complete. Powell, lots of room up past the 45. Makes a nice stiff arm past midfield, down inside the 45, and that's going to be a 1st down for Western Brown. Nice run after the catch again by Lucas Powell. He's having a big first half.
Yeah, right over the middle, kind of that deep slant route, and Sutton puts a good ball on him. Great block from Sandifer, too, to spring him free.
So 6.5 minutes to go here in this first half. It'll be 1st down and 10. Ball spotted on the 42, maybe 43-yard line in Cavalier territory. Big play there from the Western Brown offense. Put it on Powell in stride, and he was able to take it all the way down past midfield. This time Valdez will move in the backfield with Sutton, 3 on his left, 1 on the right. Now Valdez motions out, looking to his right, now back to his left. He'll throw it over that way to Valdez, trying to make a man miss, lost his footing a little bit. The ball pops out, bounces right into the lap of one of the offensive linemen. That was big number 66, Damian Valdez, able to scoop it up for the Broncos and avoid disaster. Will bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, Valdez was kind of the outlet there as he motioned out of the backfield. Sutton went through his progressions, found Valdez off to the left side, able to go forward for a few yards, and then just gets hit right on the ball. That one pops loose, but Broncos fortunate to jump on that one.
Well, little brother coughs it up, big brother scoops it up and saves the possession. It'll be 2nd down and about 7. He's in the backfield now. He'll motion out to the right this time. 3 on the right, 1 on the left. Sutton looking that way. Now he'll throw it out. Valdez has it again. Takes a big shot. A penalty flag flying in. And that's going to go for a loss, I believe, back to the 40. And they're got the penalty going on. It looks like it's going against the Cavaliers, I believe a face mask call, so that's going to move the ball forward for Western Brown.
Yeah, Valdez took a big shot there, but able to hang on, go forward, and pick up the penalty as well.
That was number 11, the freshman Jordan Suwansing came flying up there and laid the big hit, but the penalty is going to move him up. It'll still be second down, so it must have not been a personal foul, face mask, maybe a hands to the face or incidental. It'll be second down and 4, 5:08 to go here in the second quarter. Empty set again, 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Sutton on the 41-yard line takes a snap, looking to his left, wants to throw that way, has a man, it's complete this time. Braden Harmon goes over the top, and he has his second touchdown of the day. Harmon gets behind the defense again. Sutton puts a nice throw on him, and Western Brown answers back.
Another touchdown pass to Braden Harmon, that one for 35 yards. Again, he is wide open, burning past those defensive backs.
So had a chance at one a little bit earlier in the drive, couldn't quite bring it in. That time, sure-handed, takes it all the way in, and it's 20-13 right now. The extra point from Cunningham coming up. Another good drive by Western Brown. They're able to take it down and punch it in. Sutton puts it down. Cunningham kicks it. Another good-looking end-over-end kick, and that one's good to make it 21-13. 4:57 to go in the first half. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on 99.5 and Goodguysradiotv.com.
In this community, they call the fire department when the days go bad and they don't know what to do.
There'll be a family member and will come up and give me a hug or shake my hand and say, hey, you took care.
What's one of our shows that our listeners love the most?
Yeah, I got a couple things here to sell today.
That's right. It's the Trash and Treasure Trading Post on C103 weekdays starting at 12:30 p.m.
Oh, yes, I'm a private collector.
Get your items on the air by calling 937-544-9722. You can also try out the mailbag items. It's $2 a day, $5 for 3 days. Mail your listings to P.O. Box 103 West Union.
Welcome back in here. Western Brown adds 7 more to make it 21-13. They lead now with 4:57 to go here in the second quarter. We're talking on the commercial break there, Rob. A 98, 99-yard touchdown drive there for Western Brown. Had a couple penalties that slowed them up at the beginning, but a couple big chunk plays from Powell and then the big touchdown to Harmon. And, it seems like they're kind of settled in here now as we near halftime. But defense, going to see if they can get another big stop, but a big answer back by Western Brown.
Huge answer, long drive. And had to convert on the 4th down as well, like Greg said, 99-yard drive, and they've really taken the top off of this defense. Harmon getting free, and we saw Spalding do it over the middle. A couple missed opportunities there, but they're able to capitalize on that last play.
Cunningham has it teed up. He'll run up to the ball and kick it. Another bouncer. Takes a huge hop around the 40. Almost bounced over the head of the deep return man, but he's able to scoop it up, runs into his own blocker, but now has some space on this side. And Cunningham's going to save another touchdown right at midfield as Cunningham, not the guy you want making all the tackles on the special teams, but he's able to bring him down. But another big return all the way up to midfield. Good field position again for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and that's Ligon back in there, so good to see him back in there for the Cavaliers. But again, that was another awkward kickoff from Cunningham. Takes a huge second bounce, able to scoop it up and get a nice return.
Cunningham did a nice job, too. I mean, that has to be a little bit of a lonely feeling knowing you're kind of the last one to save a touchdown. Ball spotted right on the 50-yard line. Going to be first down and 10 with 4:50 to go here in this first half. Hammond in the shotgun, one man back there. He'll hand it off. Ligon coming off that right side. Another nice play. They get him around the ankles. And he's going to go down for no gain. It'll be second down and 10. Nice play by that Bronco front.
Yeah, really nice. I think that was Lamar Hall coming off the right edge, gets a hold of that foot and doesn't let go. And I think that's going to be one of the biggest keys because the Broncos have been able to get to him, but he's been able to evade that first contact early on, but not that time.
So it goes for no gain. It'll be second down and 10. Ball still on the 50-yard line at midfield. Tough snap there, but able to. Spalding comes flying in. That one's going nowhere. So back-to-back. No gain. Maybe he falls forward for a half a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, Coach Wilson getting things figured out. This defense getting it figured out. Flying around.
Spalding shot out of a cannon, laid another big hit on Ligon, and he's had a big first half, but kind of putting the body on the line here. He's been banged up a little bit, taking some big hits here from this Bronco front and those linebackers. Hammond takes a shotgun snap. They'll pitch it out to the right, going that way, trying to cut back to the middle. Spalding again, knifing through, takes him down, goes for another no gain, and 3 plays go absolutely nowhere for the Cavaliers, and now it's going to be 4th and 10.
Yeah, I think Ty Spalding is really figuring this defense out. When they go wide, he knows exactly where to attack and make that play, and he's got that closing speed to finish off.
Offense is still out there. Ball's on midfield still. 4th down and 10, and now looks like Western Brown's going to take a timeout. Coach Osborne takes a timeout here. They're going to talk it over on the defensive side, but, man, you nailed it. Spalding is flying through that offensive line and making some big shots in the backfield, but the Bronco defense, like you said, really kind of starting to figure it out. Coach Cody Wilson's really kind of got something figured out here that's really working, and they've been able to go 3 plays for no gain in a row.
Yeah, this is the best series for them to start. 3 plays, no yards, and really slowing down that top player right now for the Cavaliers on the other side, and they've really figured things out. Ty Spalding, again, once he sees where that ball's going, he's gone. He's like out of a cannon, and he shows that speed. That closing speed is the real deal.
So it's going to be 4th down and 10, and I was going to mention pregame and kind of slipped my mind. There was a big write-up in the Cincinnati Enquirer about the top 20 high school football players that are looking to play at the next level, and they had Mr. Ty Spalding ranked number 16 on that list. So, Coach Osborne talked about him and Carter Saylor being some of the top linebackers, not just in the league, but in the whole city, this whole southwest area of Ohio. And Spalding leading the league in tackles, and he's shown it again here tonight. He's had a big first half. Could have had a big catch on the offensive side, but Mr. Spalding is all over the field. Now it looks like they're going to line up in a punt formation, and they're going to kick it away with 3:25 to go. So punter's back deep. Long snap is a pretty good one. He'll take it. Another left-footed boot will fly down, bounce around the 22-yard line. It's going to take another roll, this time not quite as far down. It's going to stop right about the 10, maybe 9.5-yard line. So another big stop by the Western Brown defense. And offense coming out, still 3:13 to go. I believe they have 1 timeout left. So plenty of time for this offense. We've seen them strike a lot quicker than that, but would be huge if the offense can get down the field, put points on the board here before the end of the first half, getting the ball back coming out.
Yep, definitely. If they can get up 2 scores, get the ball coming out of halftime, that's going to be huge for this Bronco team and all the momentum swinging in their favor. Right now, 14 unanswered points with the ball in their hands.
Well, remember, coming up at the half, it's the Health Source of Ohio halftime report. We'll break down the first half and get you set to get back to action. Turned out to be a beautiful evening here in Mount Orb after the rain. It's cooled off nice and kind of feels like a late September, maybe even early October Friday night here. As Valdez motions out, Sutton takes a shotgun snap, looking to throw over the middle, trying to get it to Morgan. A little bit of jersey tugging going on there as the sideline wanted a penalty, but it'll fall incomplete. We'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, he's looking for Justin Morgan running a post route from the left side, and it looked like the safety may have been tugging on that jersey just a little bit, but just out of sight of that official. Cavaliers get away with one there.
You see them sometimes where it's a big time, kind of, that was just a little bit of a grab, nothing. I think I agree with a no call there. Let him play a little bit. 3:09 to go here. 21-13, Western Brown leads. Sutton, a little bit of pressure in his face. Now he'll throw it late. This time has Morgan complete up to the 20. Makes a nice little cut move back past the 25 up to about the 26-yard line. That'll move the chains. Nice throw and catch to Justin Morgan.
Cavaliers bring pressure on that one, but they had multiple players in the same gap, kind of ran into each other, which gave Sutton more time than he probably should have had on that one. A little undisciplined on the front for the Cavaliers.
Clock rolls as they set the chains, under 3 to go down in the first half. Still 21-13, Western Brown with a new set of downs. Empty set, 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Western Brown still headed from left to right here in this second quarter. They're going to throw it. Sandifer has a step, and it's incomplete over his head. It was intended for Austin Sandifer as he had a step on the DB, but just a little too much on that one. Goes out of bounds, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
A similar play they missed on last drive as well, kind of that trip side. They have the bubble run, and then the out man runs the deep fade route, and just out of reach of the 6'5" senior.
Still a good-looking throw. Sutton's really spinning it well tonight. It seems like that deep ball's got nice touch on it, but just a little too much on that one. They'll bunch 3 on the right, or on the left now, rather 2 bunched on the right. Sutton in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Looking to his left, wants to throw it that way. He'll throw, and it's a little too high over the head of Lucas Powell. Incomplete over into the Cavalier bench, and now a penalty flag coming out late as one of the Broncos ended up on the ground. We'll see if it's maybe a late hit or a personal foul call, and we'll check the penalty.
Yeah, I think there was a little chippiness after the ball went out of play there. Personal foul going against the Cavaliers.
So that was going to bring up 3rd down and long for Western Brown. The penalty is all the way back on about the 17-yard line. I think that was Emmanuel Gibbs hit the deck over there. I'm not sure, one of the defensive linemen, maybe a little extracurricular activity, but that will move them all the way up past the 40-yard line to the 42. So a big penalty going against the Cavaliers. Would have been 3rd down and 10 after the incompletion. Makes it 1st down all the way up to almost midfield.
Yeah, and penalties really the story of this ball game. There's almost been as many penalties as clean plays.
Ball's on the 42, 2 on the right, 3 on the left. Sutton looking to his left, wants to throw that way. He's going to throw up towards the sideline. Harmon tried to turn around and was a back shoulder throw, but it'll fall incomplete. 2nd down and 10 from the 42.
It's first time we've seen that play all night, the back shoulder, and Sutton put it out there only where his man could get it, just a little bit out of reach.
Harmon just couldn't quite get that body turned around far enough to get it. 2:36 to go in the second quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball still on the 42-yard line. This time Valdez will be in the backfield. 1 receiver lined up out high on the right, 3 on the left. Valdez motions out to the right. Now they'll throw it to him. Has it complete on the 40. Has some room to run up past midfield. Trying to set up some blocks. He's going to be thrown out of bounds and now slammed down right around the 45-yard line. Into Cavalier territory. It'll move the chains. Nice play to Elijah Valdez.
That's just too easy for Western Brown. They run Valdez in motion to that trip side, and there's nobody in the flat to cover him right now. Easy outlet for the Broncos.
Valdez is taking some big hits. I think he kind of turned around waiting for somebody and went, oh, man, nobody around. He had about 15 yards before anybody got to him, but able to get that 1st down down to the opposite 45-yard line now, and some jumping up front, but able to stop before they go across the line of scrimmage. No penalty flags out. Empty set. 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Ball's on the 45-yard line in Cavalier territory. Quick throw, has it complete to Sandifer past the 40. Takes a pretty big shot, but falls down around the 37-yard line. It's going to be just short of the 1st down to bring up 2nd down and short.
Yeah, good throw. Sandifer able to turn up field. Morgan looked like he was running the clearing route on that side. Draws one of the defenders deep. Continue to run this clock.
So they're going to call it 2nd down and 1. Ball almost to the 35-yard line. 1:41 to go here in the first half. Valdez in the backfield with Sutton. He'll motion out, takes the snap, looking to throw. Now some pressure, slides out of the pocket to the right, throws it on the run, and a nice touch throw just over the hand of the defender as Harmon able to tap the toes, and a beautiful throw by Sutton on the run. Put it on the money. Harmon keeps those feet in bounds. What a throw.
That's one of those throws that you see a lot of quarterbacks maybe overthrow that one and it fades on him a little bit out of bounds, but Brady Sutton does such a good job when he's under pressure, under duress, able to keep that composure and just finds Braden Harmon right on the sideline, tap those toes.
I think that was number 7, Zion Henson, almost got a hand on it, but just out of his reach. Now Parker will motion out to the left. Sutton takes a snap, wants to throw, steps through some pressure, and now he's not going to be able to get rid of it as big number 9, Jet McAllister, comes in there and takes him down for the sack. He's going to lose a couple yards, going to bring up 2nd down and long.
That'll be the first sack of the ball game for Chillicothe as they're able to finally get to Sutton. Pocket collapses on the edges. He has to step up, and they finish that one off in the middle.
McAllister had to run a mile to get to him, but had enough time to bring him down. Now quick throw over to Powell on that left side, trying to set up some blocks. He takes a big shot. He's going to go forward for maybe a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd down and pretty long.
Yeah, running that tunnel screen with the offensive lineman leading the way, coming back to the middle from the left side, and not much going there for the Broncos.
Under a minute to go now, 41 seconds here in this first half. Broncos trying to get down there and score and not leave enough time for the Cavaliers to have a drive themselves. Man motions across the formation. Powell. Sutton takes the snap in the shotgun, wants to throw to his right. He's going to throw towards the end zone. Sandifer goes up high, can't bring it down, and a penalty flag comes out. And I think we're going to have a pass interference call going against the Cavaliers. There was some contact right around the point where the ball got there, and it's enough to draw the flag. It's going to be a penalty going against the Cavaliers.
Yeah, it was a little bit late on the flag closest to the play, but 2 officials did throw a flag on that.
I think the referee right behind the ball had some trouble. He reached for it 2 or 3 times and couldn't get a hold of it. So a little bit of a delayed flag, but that'll be a penalty. It will move the ball into positive territory for Western Brown down around the 12-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 with 25 seconds to go. Western Brown still does have 1 timeout here. They lead 21-13, so playbook still wide open for Coach Osborne with that timeout. And we'll see what they decide to do. Morgan in the backfield with Sutton off to his left. 3 receivers lined up Out wide on the left, Sandifer lined up on the right. Sutton takes a snap, fakes the hand. No, he gives it to Morgan and maybe loses his footing a little bit. Does go forward for maybe a yard or two down to about the 10. But a little bit of the turf monster there as Morgan kind of tried to cut back towards the middle, lost his footing. And they're going to have to use that timeout now here with 19 seconds to go in this first half. So Western Brown again trying to get down there and score. They just used their last timeout, but they're going to have, maybe three chances at the end zone here with a throw. But only 19 seconds would be tough to do something over the middle. You'd have to get up there quick and clock it, and then maybe only would give you one chance at it. So I think that we'll see him take a couple shots at the end zone here.
Yeah, and being at the 10-yard line, the field's not so compressed. Once you get inside the 10, then the defense is really close to that line of scrimmage. So they'll have a little bit of room and a few shots here to take at the end zone, given the chance.
Yeah, and you see that a lot, like in the NFL and college football. You think a big play goes down to about the 4-yard line, and you're like, oh, man, automatic touchdown. And then those linebackers are able to just kind of close it down and close those running lanes, and it makes it almost more difficult than if you're back around the 10-yard line. So, again, I think we'll see Western Brown probably spread it out, probably go 5 wide. We've seen that a lot here tonight, and give Sutton multiple options at the end zone.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to take their shots, at least if not to the end zone, to the sideline, get out of bounds, and take their shot. I mean, obviously not much time left, but they'll have a few opportunities here.
So it will be 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard run by Morgan. Ball is spotted right on that 10-yard line, right in the middle of the field. Again, Broncos headed over towards that south end zone towards Mount Orb Middle School, the former Western Brown High School. So Morgan will line up in the backfield. They'll have 2 on the left, 1 out wide on the right. Sutton in the shotgun takes the snap, hands it to Morgan, going back up the middle, still fighting for some yardage down around the 6-yard line, maybe 5-yard line. They're going to have to get up there quick. 10 seconds to go. Clock rolls. And they're going to try to get it set quick. 7 seconds, 5 seconds. Sutton's ready, takes a snap. He'll clock it with 2 seconds. So they ran the ball there on 2nd down, and they're going to leave themselves. One scoreboard says 1 second, one says 3. I believe it was 2 seconds when he clocked it. So we'll split the difference and call it 2 seconds, but almost ran it out there, but they're going to have one more chance at it.
Yeah, it looks like they're setting up to kick the field goal as well. They've got Cunningham out there.
So Sutton will hold it down for Cunningham. He's going to kick it right from about the 15-yard line. Cunningham's been perfect on extra points on the season. This will be his first field goal try of the year. Snaps a little high, but it's down. Good-looking kick. And Cunningham knocks it through to make it 24-13. So Cunningham able to capitalize there on his first field goal of the game. And that's going to make it 24-13. That'll be our score at halftime. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with that Health Source of Ohio halftime report right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Get to know people as people, not just customers. That's very important to Mosier Furniture. Today, we were lucky enough to have 2 customers call us and brag about the fact that they loved their furniture and they're still loving it after a great number of years. We like to hear that. There's no doubt Mosier Furniture and Appliance has a lot of great customers, but we're always looking for more. Mosier Furniture and Appliance in West Union, Ohio. We're here whenever you need us.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Ohio. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the OHSAA.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor.
In this community, they call the fire department when the days go bad and they don't know what to do.
There'll be a family member and will come up and give me a hug or shake my hand and say, hey, you took care of my dad X number of years ago, and they just wanted to say thank you and how much it meant to them. Things like that just keep me going. I'm ready to come back and do it again.
I try to take pride in every single thing that I do. When I'm needed in the community, I don't want them to ever think that I could have done more.
And that's the beauty of volunteers. There's nothing stronger than the heart of a volunteer.
Making their way into the 2020s. Their final selection tonight will light it up. Made famous by BTS. Here is Dynamite.
looks good.
Tonight's show is concluded. Ethan Morris on piano, Madison Goffin on dance, Sarah Johansson on trumpet, Sienna Evans on trombone, Hinton Myers on trombone, Brooke Taylor on tuba, Alexis Cotillion on flag, Kay Postgame on flag and rifle, and Elijah Brazil on tenor saxophone. The band competes in the first competition of the season next Saturday at Pregame High School. Let's hear it one more time for the Chillicothe High School Marching Cavaliers.
In this community, they call the fire department when the days go bad and they don't know what to do.
There'll be a family member and will come up and give me a hug or shake my hand and say, hey, you took care of my dad X number of years ago. And they just wanted to say thank you and how much it meant to them. Things like that just keep me going. I'm ready to come back and do it again.
I try to take pride in every single thing that I do. When I'm needed in the community, I don't want them to ever think that I could have done more.
And that's the beauty of volunteers. There's nothing stronger than the heart of a volunteer.
It's time for your Cincinnati Bengals halftime update. Head coach Zach Taylor spoke to the media earlier this week after the 53-man roster was released, giving his notes on outstanding players and some changes to the lineup.
Yeah, it's not a fun day. Obviously, this has kind of been taking place over the last couple days. And, you know, it's for some, it's terrible news. For others, there's guys, you know, who still have practice squad opportunities. So it can still be, even though they're not making the 53, there's still some good moments mixed in there where, you know, there's undrafted guys possibly that are potentially practice squad candidates. And so, again, it's certainly a mixed day of emotions. It takes a lot out of you for the players, for the coaches. But I'm looking forward to moving forward with the team that we've got, and we feel like we've got a good team.
Thank you.
Hey, Zach, in the release, it said that you guys placed Miles Murphy and Brad Robbins on IR. Can you just give us a little bit of update on each one of them and the decision to do that?
Yeah, it just gives them 4 weeks to get healthy. And, you know, so those timelines were right there. So I think that's the best thing for our team right now.
Zach, the decision on McKinley and carrying him through, is that good news for him, or is that maybe something else still to come?
No,
tomorrow?
There's nothing more to come with that. You know, it's
Okay.
just, again, the timeline is a little bit more favorable there.
Is Rico in line to punt here week one, or is that competition going to continue potentially with another addition?
No, he's in line to punt. Go ahead, Kelsey.
Can we check in on Amarius Mims? I know you had said several weeks, where is he in his timeline, and do you expect him to be able to return to practice next week ahead of the opener?
I don't expect it to be this week, and so we'll just continue to take it week to week with him, but I don't expect him to be out there on Wednesday and Thursday. And then we'll get through the mini bye there, and we'll see where next week brings us.
Obviously, a storyline of Muma making it. I mean, undrafted guys do make it in this league, but they're always great stories. What does that say about him and the way he's kind of treated this journey?
Terrific attitude, terrific effort. He's really had a great understanding of our defense and the limited time he's been here. And at the end of the day, you have to make plays. He's given it his all. And so he was deserving of that spot. And, so really, really proud of him, happy for him. And now you just got to keep being consistent and helping this team win football games moving forward.
Zach, what's the biggest challenge now going forward with regard to the defensive edge or defensive end position?
Well, I think we got a good group, right now. And of course, we've got a couple injuries that we're dealing with there, but feel encouraged that that's going to be a really solid group come week one.
Zach, can you speak to how much it means to have Jamar Chase back at practice, as we've seen photos now so far of him at least practicing?
Been good, just to have our full complement of weapons out there, I think gives you the visual of what it's going to look and feel like for us. And so it's been good to get him back in the mix these last couple of days.
What's the plan for him moving forward this week? How much and how has he looked so far in these first couple practices back?
Yeah, he's looked great. Same Jamar I'm used to, and the plan will be continue to practice with him.
Has he given any indication if he will? Has there been any conversation about what his plans are for week one? Have you all had that discussion yet?
He and I always have conversations.
Coach, Eric all came in with, some injuries and had a lot to do in terms of getting healthy first, but talk about just how impressed you were with him and his dedication, one, to get healthy, and then two, to get out and perform.
Yeah, he's physically willing. I think he's gotten better each day. I feel like I say it a lot. The tight end position, there's a lot to take in there. So for rookies, it can be challenging early on. It's probably one of those positions where there's going to be the most mistakes, and kind of the improvement comes through mistakes and coaching and understanding the nuance of the position in all three phases. And so I think Eric has really, really stepped up his game from week to week and become a guy that we think we can depend on, as the game's near. He can carve out a role for himself and have some great opportunity there.
Thank you.
Zach, I think my Zoom may have cut out. Did you say the plan is for Jamar to be ready for week one?
Yeah, he's going to practice this week, and we'll just keep taking it from there.
Back
Zach, are you confident he'll play week one?
Yes.
Back to the tight end room. Zach, what kind of competition was there, and the decision to keep 5?
Yeah, a lot of competition. It's a deep room. We feel like it's a really good group, and there's some veterans in the mix. There's some young guys that we drafted in the mix. And so just felt like the way that the roster fit, we could keep 5 right now and continue to develop. And so I'm excited with the direction of that room.
What went into the decision to keep 6 defensive tackles, and how important is nose tackle, what you're looking to do with the run defense?
I think there's 6 guys there's guys in there that can help us. So we're just excited about the opportunity that they bring. And so again, I think there's conversations that sometimes are affected by other positions as well. And we just felt like we had 6 guys that we could keep in the mix there at D-tackle.
Zach, how about quarterback behind Joe? I see Logan Woodside off the roster.
I think the question was something about backup quarterback, but
yeah, that's it.
Great about Joe and Jake. Now I think we'll start to progress back into work this week, and so again, we'll limit him early on to not overdo it, but things look encouraging with Jake. And so feel good about that number 2 spot. And then, like you said, we'll wait till the practice squad comes out to assess that.
Coach, you get 5 safeties. I know you like the depth there. What do you, like about those guys behind Vaughn and Gino?
Yeah, there's a mixture of youth that we feel like is coming on, special teams value as well. And so, again, just guys that all have traits and values to our team right now that we think can help us win. And so it's important to keep all 5 of those guys.
Zach, just to clarify to make sure we got this right. So the plan for Jamar is to continue to practice through this week. And right now, you are expecting him to play week 1. That is your answer.
This isn't complicated. Yeah, he's practicing like he has been the last couple of days.
Obviously, Zach, this isn't just about 53. It's about the 69 men who will be a part of the roster, full roster, going forward. How critical are the next 48 hours in assimilating and assembling the practice squad?
Yeah, I mean, you all know this is a very fluid process over the next couple of days. And so, again, we assess the best ways to help our football team. And that's, like you mentioned, Mike, not only the 53, but the 16 additional practice squad guys. And obviously the ease to get guys up when needed. So really, it feels like a roster expansion the way that they've done the practice squad now. And so it's critical because there's a mixture of guys that are developmental guys that you want to keep in the program and continue to develop them. And then there's a mixture of guys that you feel like, man, we can pull from this guy right now and he can help us go win a game if needed. And so I think the 16 practice squad players gives you a great blend of how to continue to progress your team forward in a lot of different ways. And there's a lot of guys that are going to, potentially be on it that I feel like their ceiling is very high, and we're going to continue to help them get there. And they're going to be guys that can really help us in the future. So I'm excited to see how it all shakes out. Obviously, nothing's 100% yet, but the direction it's heading, I think we could have a really good practice squad that's going to help us.
The Bengals kick off the regular season next Sunday, September 8th on 99.5 The Edge. We'll have pregame coverage beginning at 11:30, kickoff at 1 as Cincinnati hosts New England on the Bengals radio network.
Just to give the bands enough time to make sure they get their performances in as well. So, again, Western Brown leads 24-13 here at halftime. It was a back-and-forth battle early, and then that Western Brown defense was able to settle in and get a couple of big stops, and they've been able to turn it into points, and they lead by 11. I'm going to pass it back over to Rob. He's got some first-half stats tallied up for you.
We'll start with Chillicothe on the offensive end. They've got 8 first downs, 7 of those in the first quarter. So Western Brown really improving on the defensive end. 4 for 6 on third down, 0 for 2 in the second quarter. 4 penalties on the offensive side for 25 yards. They did have a 5th penalty, which Western Brown was able to decline. Western Brown defensively, 1 tackle for loss, 2 sacks in the game, 1 pass breakup. They do have 3 penalties, one of those being on special teams for 15 yards total. And again, forcing punts on back-to-back series to end the first half. Switching over to the Broncos on the offensive side, 13 first downs, 8 of those coming in the second quarter, 3 for 5 on third down conversions, 2 for 2 on those crucial fourth down conversions. They do have 1 fumble, which they were able to recover, and 3 penalties for 15 yards. On the defensive end for Chillicothe, they have 1 sack and 6 penalties, totaling 50 yards for the Cavaliers. So a lot of setback penalties for both teams tonight.
Well, it seems like it's kind of been up front. Both those the defensive lines have had a little bit of trouble with, I'm going to say, the Rob Bowman holding their water a little bit. But it just seemed like that's kind of given Western Brown a couple of boosts they need on the offensive side. We've seen Harmon take the top off of it, well, really 3 times, but twice where they connected for touchdowns. And we've seen Lucas Powell be really involved here tonight. Sandifer's starting to get going. Justin Morgan's had a couple of big catches among some other guys have really been involved. Sutton's used his legs enough to keep him honest, and it just seems like, again, that Western Brown offense is going to continue to put up points. We've seen them do it all season long, and really for the last 3 seasons, especially back to the Drew Novak era, they were able to almost score at will with some of those playmakers they had. But it just seems like as this defense keeps going and getting more and more comfortable, they've been able to get some pressure on the sophomore quarterback when he has had to throw it, and they're doing a good job bottling up Ligon now and kind of trying to make him maybe throw the ball a little bit more. But the Western Brown defense really settled in nice there in that second quarter, and that's kind of been the biggest difference, I think, here so far.
Yeah, now they're playing with a 2-score lead, getting the ball at halftime, so that's a huge momentum boost. Camden Cunningham getting his first field goal of the season, so that's big for him. Again, he's a knock on wood perfect on the season so far with extra points and all. So, but yes, you're gonna maybe see that hand get forced here from Chillicothe. Have to move away from that run game, which has been successful for them early on, but Western Brown's really doing a good job and slowing Ligon down these last couple series, and we'll have to see if they can open things up. Again, that jet motion was able to cause a little disruption when they put that in there. Tight end had a couple nice catches there early on in the ball game, so we'll see how Coach Bartholomew decides to change things up here at halftime.
Well, the Cavaliers are out here in the north end zone to our left, starting their second half warm-ups here. About a minute on the clock until that extra time. Western Brown getting ready to head back across the street here back to the field. So we'll take another break and we'll wrap up our halftime report right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
In this community, they call the fire department when the days go bad and they don't know what to do.
There'll be a family member and will come up and give me a hug or shake my hand and say, hey, you took care of my dad X number of years ago. And they
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
To get to know people as people, not just customers. That's very important to Mosier Furniture. Today, we were lucky enough to have 2 customers call us and brag about the fact that they loved their furniture and they're still loving it after a great number of years. We like to hear that. There's no doubt Mosier Furniture and Appliance has a lot of great customers, but we're always looking for more. Mosier Furniture and Appliance in West Union, Ohio. We're here whenever you need us.
When they're traveling, but yeah, I think it was a 3 a.m. at kickoff, so we're sitting 4 or 5 in the morning now there.
Well, and that was before we got delayed, so they may be eating breakfast listening to us by now. So they might be waking up for their next day here. But thanks to everybody for listening in. We greatly appreciate it. and all the work that goes in behind the scenes here for these things to happen. Traven Hildebrandt back in the studio on the board for us tonight. I heard him there on that halftime update. So we, again, appreciate everyone listening in. We got second half action about to go underway here as they have it teed up now, and Harmon and Powell are back deep for the Broncos to receive the kick. So we've got 12 minutes on the clock. Western Brown will have the football with a chance to extend their lead here first in the second half. Chillicothe runs up and fakes that kick. And now they're going to line up and kick it deep here. Back deep to Powell. Line drive kick over towards the Western Brown sideline will bounce, and that one's going to go out of bounds. So a penalty flag coming out on the first kickoff here will give Western Brown pretty good field position. They'll have the ball, I believe, spotted on the 35-yard line after the penalty. That Western Brown offense coming out for their first possession of the second half.
Man, couldn't ask for an easier start, too, getting the penalty, the good field position, and again, all that momentum right now in your favor. 17 unanswered, and you get the ball to start off the second half.
So Western Brown will have it on the 35-yard line. Again, they lead 24-13 if you're just tuning in with us here. Kind of a late night here from Western Brown. We had the lightning and the storms and didn't get it kicked off until almost 8 o'clock. It was about 7:50, I believe, when we kicked it off. So thanks for sticking with us here on a late night from Mount Orb, Ohio. Staying dry and listening to us right here on 99.5. Sutton takes a snap, quick throw over the middle, has it complete to Valdez. He has all kinds of room. Past the 50, makes a nice cut, and he falls down inside the 35-yard line. A big play all the way down to the opposite side of the field. Nice throw and catch.
Yeah, what a strike that Sutton throws to Valdez over the middle. Catches him on full stride. Valdez, great turn up field and able to get a big first down, first play of the ball game in the second half.
So from 135 almost to the other, down inside to about the 33. It'll be first down and 10 as it's taken a minute for the chain gang to get down there. They weren't ready for that big play on first down. Sutton empty set, 3 on the left, 2 on the right. Western Brown headed from left to right on your radio dial here to start this second half. Quick throw, has it complete to Powell. He's going to be brought down around the 20-yard line. Nice throw and catch. Tackle on the play by number 43, Cannon Smith.
And Coach Osborne, another first down picked up there, but he does such a good job of giving Sutton so many options to throw. Sutton does a great job going through those progressions.
Same thing, empty set here. Ball's right in the middle of the field, 2 on Sutton's right, 3 on the left. And he's standing right on the 25-yard line in the shotgun. Checking the sideline to Coach Osborne here for the play. 11-10 to go here in this third quarter. Broncos, couple of big plays to start it. Sutton takes a snap, looking over to his right, wants to throw that way, and now Sandifer goes up high, and he brings it down for the touchdown. What a throw again by Sutton. Almost just went up over the defender, the big 6'5" wide receiver, took it in, and he takes it in for 6, and a quick strike by the Bronco offense.
That was such a quick throw. I don't even think the defender knew that Sandifer had it in his hands, able to just rip that one out of the sky. Brings it down for 6.
Well, Sandifer goes 6'5", and number 25, Hitchens, goes 5'9", so a big height advantage there. He went right up over top of him and brought it down a minute and 1 second on the touchdown strike. Cunningham on the extra point, and that one's up and good. So that's going to make it 31-13 now in favor of Western Brown. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on 99.5 and Goodguysradiotv.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Ohio. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the OHSAA.
Welcome back in here. Western Brown scores in a minute and 1 second on their first possession. 3 big plays in a row, and they're able to punch it in. Sandifer with his first touchdown of the night. And also want to tell everybody we are over on C103 now as well. So if you're out there driving somewhere or near a radio, you can tune it in to 103.1 and check us out on C103 as well as Goodguysradiotv.com or on the 99.5 The Edge app or website. So plenty of options to listen to this second half. Western Brown leads 31-13 as Cunningham will kick it away, teed up on the 40-yard line. Another bouncer will take another big hop, and this one's going to be fielded right about the 30-yard line, trying to set up some blocks going up the middle. And they're going to push the pile past the 40, down to about the 42-yard line where it'll be first down and 10 for Chillicothe's first possession here in the second half. Pretty good coverage on that kick by Cunningham.
Yeah, they're doing a much better job, especially after those first couple kickoff returns that they kicked deep, but just doing the squib with the big bounce, letting that coverage team get down there and make the play.
Well, Cunningham, I'm sure I mentioned Coach Bobby Kuntz is the soccer coach here at Western Brown. Camden Cunningham plays soccer. I'm sure Coach Kuntz doesn't want to see Cunningham make any more of those tackles, wants to see him out there on the soccer field as well. But he's done a really good job and all year long on the extra points and now the field goals and doing a good job on the kickoffs here tonight. They're going to hand it off to Ligon. He's met right away but does fall forward for maybe a yard. It's going to bring up second down and long.
Yeah, trying to run a trap play, pulling the backside guard through and lead for Ligon. And again, the Broncos have just been so stout these last couple series, finishing these plays off in the middle.
So they'll mark him with a yard. 10:30 to go here in the third. It'll be second down and 9. This time Hammond wants to throw over towards his own sideline. Has it complete. Past midfield to the 45. Pushed out of bounds was number 7, Zion Henson. And he'll go into Bronco territory. He'll move the chains. First down and 10.
There's Justin Morgan over there in the coverage and gave him a little bit of a cushion and able to force him out of bounds after the first down.
So they'll mark him out right at the 45, which is what he needed for the first down. So that'll move the chains. First and 10 as they go into Bronco territory. 2 on the right, 1 man in the backfield with Hammond in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the pitch. Now some pressure in his face, and he's going down. Big sack, big loss all the way back to the other 45. Carter Saylor came flying in there and took him down.
Came from his middle linebacker position, unblocked, and the quarterback couldn't do anything but find the turf.
So a 10-yard loss back into their own territory to the 45 will make it second down and 20. Big play from Saylor coming, like Rob said, unblocked, went flying through the line, and Hammond had no time to get rid of it, had to just tuck it down and make sure he didn't fumble that one. 1 receiver on either side, 1 man in the backfield. This time they're going to hand it off to Ligon up the middle, bounces out to the right, does break a tackle, still going all the way up past the 40. Big run all the way down, almost to the line to gain, and a penalty flag coming out late over here on the far sideline, and it looks like it's going to be a sideline penalty against Western Brown. Seems like we've seen that quite a few times. I'm not sure if the first one's a warning or a penalty, but a big run there by Ligon.
Yeah, that should just be a warning, first warning to the sideline there. But, yeah, huge hole opened up, ran into traffic in the middle, and then able to bounce that one to the edge.
I'm going to have to do some research on that. I'm not sure what exactly, I don't know if a coach getting out too far or a player. And now some movement up front. Penalty flags fly out. And it looks like Broncos are going to give them a free first down on 3rd and short.
Yeah, it goes back to those penalty yards, and 3 for 15 in the first half. Now 1 for 5 yards, but it gives up the first down. That's where those penalties can be huge, or giving you a better shot in a situation like that.
1 receiver lined up on both sides. Ligon in the backfield, Hammond in the shotgun. Receiver motions across. They're going to pitch it to him. Almost dropped it, but able to scoop it up. And now trying to get the edge. They're able to wrap him up and bring him down for looks like a short loss. Nice pursuit there. That was number 32 on the tackle, Traven Jacobs. And that's going to bring up second down and long.
Yeah, Jacobs set the edge there, and the runner gave a little stutter, Zion Henson, but Jacobs able to run him down.
So that'll go for about a 1-yard loss. We'll bring up second down and 11. 9:11 to go here in this third quarter. Western Brown leads 31-13. Same formation here. Hammond takes a shotgun snap. This time he'll hand it off to Ligon, going off that right side. Slips through 1 tackle, able to fight for a couple of yards up to about the 29-yard line. And that's going to bring up third down. It looks to be about 8.
Yeah, 3rd and long coming up. Ty Spalding and Carter Saylor right there in the mix to meet him once he gets to the second level.
So they'll call it 3rd down and 8. Ball spotted just past the 30-yard line. We'll call it the 29.5-yard line. 8:37 to go here in this third quarter. Hammond goes up to the line and calls into play. Ligon off to his left. 1 receiver lined up on both sides. Motion across the formation again. Hammond will take the snap. He's going to pitch it out to Ligon coming towards the Bronco bench. Good pursuit, and the Broncos wrap it up. Big Ty Spalding in there, as well as number 12, Cash Smith. And they take him down for maybe even a 1-yard loss. Is going to bring up 4th down and long.
Yeah, and really on those plays, the players that allow people like Ty Spalding to come clean that up are the ones setting the edge, and that was Landon Lambert on that one. He really forced that edge, forced him back up the middle. And again, Ty Spalding, big hit on the edge.
And down in Bronco territory, trailing 31-13. It looks like the Cavaliers are going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on 4th and 9. 2 receivers out on the right. Hammond rolls to his right, wants to throw that way, throws it late, and a good throw, and it's complete. Justin Morgan on the coverage, and I think he's going to have enough for the first down. So a big 4th down conversion on 4th and 9. Good-looking throw by Hammond on the run. Pretty good coverage by Morgan, but able to fit it in there, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, that was a really good throw, even better catch. Under pressure, Morgan, again, getting the contact, trying to rip that ball away, but the receiver does a good job keeping it away from him, getting those feet down for a first down.
So clock stops as he goes out of bounds with 7:43 to go. Hammond low snap, takes it. Legon coming off that left side, and Spalding coming in as Lambert got to him first and stood him up. Spalding able to come in and clean it up for no gain, maybe even a loss. They're going to mark him back for a little bit of a loss. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Another play where they're able to slow that momentum once he gets to the line of scrimmage, allow those deep defenders, the linebacking core, and those safeties to come in and fill and finish.
2-yard loss will make 2nd down and 12, 7:13 to go here in the 3rd. Same formation from the Cavaliers. Handed off to Legon, going off the left side, able to go forward for a couple of yards. Gets those original yards back to the line of scrimmage. Is going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, good play there again. This Bronco defense looking to get off the field. 3rd and long again. Can they finish the series?
So they're going to spot him right on the 18-yard line where it's going to be 3rd down and 10. And now a whistle coming in as we've got a Cavalier offensive lineman down on his knees, having some trouble getting back up and getting back into play. So trainer's going to come out and check on him real quick, make sure he's okay. Well, get out and enjoy one of the biggest fairs in the area. The Brown County Fair hits Georgetown September 23rd through the 28th. Make sure to tune in each and every day for Little State Fair coverage here on 99.5 The Edge and Goodguysradiotv.com. Can't believe it's almost Brown County Fair time. So going to have coverage of that right here on 99.5 and Good Guys Radio TV. So make sure to check that out as that offensive lineman. That's number 61, Carson Rearley, the senior, kind of limping. Looks like he's favoring that right leg a little bit as he goes off to the side, as the trainers are going to have to help him off a little bit. Hopefully he'll be all right and be able to get back in there. But a little gimpy going off the field there. Big 3rd down coming up here for this Western Brown defense.
Yeah, big 3rd down. They're pushed back inside their own red zone. So can they finish off this series and get a big stop?
I think at this point we're going to see the Cavaliers pretty much every 4th down. They're going to have to go for it as fast and as quick as this Western Brown offense can score. They're going to have to put some points on the board here with 6:45 to go in the 3rd. 2 receivers on the left. Hammond takes the snap, look over the middle to throw, has some pressure, and it's thrown a little bit behind the intended receiver, Henson, and it falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down and 10.
And threw that one over the middle in a little bit of traffic. He had to hurry up and throw because, again, Carter Saylor was getting in there in his face, applying that pressure.
Carter Saylor goes 6 foot 210, and he's doing a really good job here in this 3rd quarter, getting some pressure in Hammond's face. 2 receivers out wide on the right. Legon in the backfield with Hammond. Hammond takes the snap, rolling to his right. Same kind of play we saw on 4th down last time. Wants to throw, throws it late, and it goes up. Zayden Nichols came down with the football, but I don't think he got his feet in bounds as the referees are kind of waving it off. But nonetheless, going to be a turnover on downs. Big stop there as Zayden Nichols went up high and got the ball, but couldn't get his feet down, but it's a turnover on downs. Big stop again by the Western Brown defense.
Yeah, that's huge. Getting pushed back in the inside your own red zone there, and a couple big plays. The 4th down conversion there on the series from the Cavaliers, but bend don't break. Force that one. I think they'll be happy with that, especially the field position. It looked like Nichols, when he came down with that, may have been right about the 1-yard line, so that would have been close whether it would have been a touchback or not.
Well, and Hammond threw it late. He had to be really close to the line of scrimmage when he threw it. He was kind of running forward to his right. Western Brown will go empty, 3 on the left, 2 on the right. Sutton takes the snap, looking to his left. He'll throw that way now, intended for Powell. And a little bit too high. Went up with one hand and tried to bring it down, but it'll fall incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Sutton it looked like he kind of lost the handle on the snap when it came back to him. It took him a second to find the laces, and once he does, throws it up to Powell, just out of reach, a little bit high.
So that'll stop the clock with 6:27 to go in the 3rd. Western Brown still leads 31-13. Same formation here from the Broncos. Sutton takes the snap, looking to his left again, wants to throw. This time has it complete to Powell, met immediately by a couple of tacklers. He'll go forward to about the 24-yard line. Will bring up 3rd down and manageable.
Yeah, nice throw and catch there. Both Powell and Sutton took shots there to finish off that play. But third and medium, third and short coming up for this Bronco offense.
Going to call it about 3rd down and 5 from the 24-yard line. Just over 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Morgan in the backfield with Sutton. Sutton rolls to his right, throws this way, has it complete to Powell, puts his head down, spun out of bounds around the 30-yard line. And that's going to mark him with a first down. A tough run there by Powell to get the yardage he needed. And that'll move the chains for Western Brown.
Yeah, another first down for this offense in the third quarter. That's their first third down conversion that they've had to make.
I think Coach Osborne wanted a little bit of a late hit penalty there, didn't get it. He was talking to the referee there as Powell was kind of thrown into his own bench. But it'll be a first down up to the 31-yard line. 5:39 to go here in the third. Empty set again. 3 on the left, 2 on the right. Ball's on the right hash. Sutton takes a snap, looking over the middle, has some pressure, and they're going to get to him and go down. Number 5, Cam Badger gets in there and takes him down. And that's going to be a big loss all the way back to about the 24-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down and long.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Just a bull rush off that left edge of the defense. Pushed the defensive tackle right back into Sutton and able to shed him. Bring him down for a big sack.
Badger listed as a defensive back because 6'1", 185. Came in there just standing up on that left edge of the line. Sutton's going to take the snap, pressure from him again, able to step through it this time. He's going to throw it deep, has a man open, Justin Morgan, and he's able to come back to the ball and make the catch. A nice falling down backwards catch inside the 40-yard line down to about the 36. What a throw by Sutton. Morgan, a nice adjustment to make the catch.
Yeah, Morgan again got behind the defense there and had to wait on that one from Sutton, but Sutton was under some pressure, had to just do what he could to get that one down the field. We've got a Cavalier getting stretched out now.
Yeah, it looks like a cramping issue as the trainer's going to come out and stretch out that left leg. But, again, it kind of almost looked like Morgan was in slow motion going down to the ground. He was able to stop right there about the 40 or 35-yard line, 40-yard line, and just kind of fall down backwards and bring it in. And good throw. You said Sutton had some pressure. He was able to step out of that initial pressure, rolled out to his right, and put a good ball on Morgan. And that's going to be a big play down inside Cavalier territory for this Bronco offense.
Yeah, huge play. Now they flipped the field a little bit. In great field position now, striking distance for this offense.
We'll cover our team and individual stats and name our Paul Hall Insurance Player of the Game right after the conclusion of this game. Be sure to stick around to find out who that is. So 4:56 to go as they'll wind the clock now. First down and 10. Ball's right about the 36-yard line. Sutton takes a snap, looking to his left, wants to throw that way. He's going to throw, has Morgan again, completed to 10, tries to keep his feet, and Morgan goes in for the touchdown. Back-to-back big receptions by Justin Morgan. Takes him all the way down the field, and they punch it in for 6 more.
What a great ball from Brady Sutton, finding Morgan. Morgan does enough to keep his feet and find that pylon, get it in for 6.
Yeah, I thought he was going to maybe go down around the 10, but he was able to keep that momentum going forward, keep his balance, and he goes right inside that pylon over on the far side of the field and takes it in for 6 more to make it 37-13 with the Cunningham extra point coming up. Sutton will hold it down. Cunningham line drive kick, and that one is good. That'll make it 38-13, 4:44 to go here in the third quarter. We'll be right back on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
Welcome back in here to La Rosa's Field. Western Brown turns the turnover on downs into 7 more points, and they lead 38-13 now. This offense really kind of imposing their will here in the second half. A couple of big throws to Justin Morgan gets them all the way down the field, and they punch it into the land of 6. And Cunningham stays perfect on the extra points, taxing on 38-13. Another big drive there by Western Brown, really kind of taking their time, took a lot of time off the clock, and comes away with 7 points.
Yeah, a little different than their first drive of the second half, but taking their time going down the field, a few first downs, and a crucial third down conversion to keep that drive alive.
Cunningham has it teed on the 40. He'll kick another ground ball. Takes a big hop around the 30. Going over towards the Western Brown sideline, and Legon will scoop it up. I think could have let that one go out of bounds for a penalty. And now a penalty flag flies in late, as it looked like maybe Lamar Hall got tangled up with somebody on the Cavaliers. So we'll check the penalty flag. But Legon kind of did him a favor there. That ball was going to go out of bounds, I think. I think maybe just got a little worried that those the coverage guys were getting down there a little too close. Didn't want it to take a funny bounce on him or something. But we'll check the penalty flag. But should be pretty good field position as looks like a personal foul going against Western Brown. So I know there's going to be personal fouls on both teams, so they'll offset. So pretty good field position here for the Western Brown defense.
Yeah, really good field position. They got lucky there, I think, with the kickoff, and Legon, the young player, just the awareness to not allow that one to go out of play. I think he felt the kick coverage closing in on him, so sometimes you're not sure exactly what to do, but when it's that close, you might want to let that one go.
Well, again, Carte Legon goes 5'11", 170 as a freshman. He's had a big game. I mean, they bottled him up a little bit more here as of late, but had a really big first quarter. He's going to be a special player. They're going to hand this one off up the middle. A couple of Broncos in on the tackle, goes forward. Maybe for a yard or two is going to bring up second down.
Yeah, not much going there. Again, this defensive front has stiffened up in the middle, doing a great job of slowing down this inside run.
I think that was number 21 on that one. Alex Weber got in there and made the initial contact and then able to clean it up. It'll be second down and 9. They'll spot him with a yard. Same formation, 2 out wide. They're going to throw this one. Hammond's looking to throw, throws it to the running back, bounces off his chest plate and falls incomplete. That was number 11 over there, Jordan Sawansing. It falls incomplete. Another freshman getting involved here, and that'll bring up third down and 9.
Yeah, he had some room over there, too, on the right side, but not able to bring that one in. Bounced off the chest plate on the shoulder pads, hit the turf.
Sorry, I think I missed a syllable in there. Suwanasing. So that falls incomplete. It'll be third down and 9, 4:11 to go here in the third quarter. Bronco defense with another chance here on third and long to maybe force another punt. One man in the backfield with Hammond, one receiver lined up on both sides. Hammond takes a snap, looking to throw, wants to throw towards the sideline. A little bit of a low throw, has it complete. Morgan brings him down right around the 29-yard line. I think they're going to be just short of first down yardage. It's going to be fourth down and short.
Yeah, good concept there. Just didn't get deep enough beyond those sticks on that comeback route. Leaves his team just shy of a first down.
So fourth and about as close as you can get. It looks like it's going to be less than a yard. And Hammond's in the shotgun. One receiver on his left, one on his right, one man in the backfield. Tries a hard count, no one jumps. Now he's going to look over to the sideline and check the play here. Still 14 seconds on the play clock. Now 7 seconds on the play clock. And I'm not sure they're going to snap it. Looks like they're just going to run it down and take a timeout. Tried to get the offside penalty there. Tried to get the Broncos to jump again, but this time they do hold their water, and it'll be fourth and short. We'll see what the Cavaliers elect to do. Coach Bartholomew wants to talk it over here in a timeout. 3:23 to go. Great start to the second half by Western Brown. Scored on, I think, 3 plays, minute and 1 second. They're able to give up some yards on the defensive side, but get a big stop down there in their own territory. And they turn it into 7 more points, and they've really kind of imposed their will here and stretched it out to a bigger lead. A really good start to this third quarter for the Broncos.
Coach Osborne's got to be happy with how they've come out of the half, too. Came out strong, scored on that opening drive very quick. Got backed up a little bit, penalty on that first drive, and converted a third down. Few first downs as well, and able to finish the second drive off with another touchdown. So great start on the offensive side. Defense gets backed up a little bit, but forces that turnover on downs, and now they're out here again with another opportunity on fourth and short.
This time Hammond's going to go under center, and he's going to take the snap and try to sneak it up the middle himself, and I think they got enough push to get the first down. They're going to move the chain. So on fourth and short, Hammond goes up under center. We've seen him in the shotgun almost exclusively, but sneaks that one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a first down. Will move the chains.
That'll be the fourth first down now in the half for the Cavaliers.
Also wanted to mention that tonight was supposed to be youth night here at Western Brown for the Pee Wee football, but that has been rescheduled to October 4th. And the New Richmond game, when the Lions come to town, they'll have their youth night. Some severe weather here as we had a little bit of a delayed start, a lot of lightning in the area before the game, so probably made a pretty good call there. Moving that youth night would have had a lot of young football players trapped in the car for a little while there. So That'll be on October 4th when New Richmond comes to town. So there'll be 3:05 to go here in the third. First down and 10 now, just past the 30-yard line. They're going to hand this one off. Ligon slips out of a tackle, still going, has some room over there, and is met by a couple of tacklers now around the 39-yard line. I think he's going to be just short. It's going to bring up second down. Nice run on first down.
Yeah, good run off that right side. Finds a seam. He gets stuck about 8 yards. I think that may have been Cash Smith over there on the left side or Justin Morgan. But nice run there on that first down play.
So they'll give him 8 yards. They'll bring up second down and 2 from about the 39-yard line approaching midfield. Same formation, one receiver on his left, one on the right. Ball's on the right hash. One man in the backfield with Hammond. Man goes in motion across the formation, and they'll blow this one dead as a flag flies all the way past the Bronco bench over towards the track. I think one of the players caught it on the sideline. It'll be a false start penalty going against the Cavaliers. It'll back them up 5.
And another penalty for this offense. Again, in the first half, they had 4 for 25 yards, and now they've got another one to add to that.
So that'll back them up now, second down and 7 after the penalty. 2:13 to go in the third. Hammond takes the snap, hands it off, going up the middle, slips out of a tackle. Ligon keeps going, turns those legs past the 40-yard line. I think he's going to have enough. That'll move the chains. Nice run by Carte Ligon, and a tough run will move the chains.
This kid is very impressive for a freshman coming in, and as fast and as physical as he's been. He's going to be a tough one to handle the rest of the season and the rest of his high school career.
This time he'll line up wide out to the right. Same formation, but he's lined up out wide. This time Hammond will take the snap, wants to throw, looking to throw it to him, and it's complete. Now it's a different receiver down inside the 30. Nichols trying to run him down, cuts back inside. Nichols still trying to get him down inside the 10, all the way down to about the 9-yard line. I think that was number 88, Julius Hatchmaker. Takes it all the way down. It's going to be first down and goal. Another freshman getting involved here.
Yeah, big pass play over the middle. Finds his man and able to continue to run with Zayden Nichols on his back for a few more yards.
Hatchmaker, a freshman, goes 6'2", 210. So the young bucks getting involved here for the Cavaliers, and they've had a big impact in this drive, especially and they've gone throughout the whole game. So they're knocking on the door here now. First down and goal inside the 10-yard line. One receiver lined up to the left, one on the right. Ball's on the right hash. Man motions across. They're going to fake the handoff to him, give it off that right side. Goes down around the 5-yard line where the Broncos are able to bring him down. It's going to bring up second down.
A few yards there. New running back in, touching the ball there. Number 11, Suwana Singh.
And now it looks like another cramping issue, as I think that Suwana Singh still down on the ground getting that right hamstring stretched out. We've seen this all 3 weeks here. A little cooler tonight, but it has been hot the last couple of days and even before the game here today. So a little bit of cramping going on. Suwana Singh, another freshman. I mean, we've seen 3 or 4 or 5 freshmen getting involved here. They're going to, maybe taking a few lumps here early in the season, and they've fought their way back into this one here, especially if they can punch it in here for 6 or 7 or maybe 8 more. But the future could be bright here for these Cavaliers.
Yeah, not knowing much about those first couple games, obviously, other than the score, but that has to play a factor into it. You're getting young guys up to speed and just getting used to the physicality of the game coming from middle school to now you're starting on varsity and getting those snaps, the speed of the game. I remember for me as a player, the biggest adjustment was that step from middle school to high school. I played at the collegiate level as well, but I don't think the jump from high school to college was near as drastic as going from the middle school level to the high school level. It was very intimidating, to say the least.
Well, I didn't play football, but I can tell you as a freshman, I was not ready to step out on a varsity football field anytime soon. So 1:07 to go here. They're going to have it second and goal. They're going to pitch it out this time, and a nice play on the far side as that's number 32, Traven Jacobs again, able to bring him down for a loss back to about the 7. Is going to bring up third down and goal.
That's the 4th tackle for loss now in this quarter for the Bronco defense. Pretty impressive, and again, a lot of those tackles for loss have shown up inside their own half of the field.
And with 40 seconds to go, 22 on the play clock, the Cavaliers will have to run this third down play before the end of the third quarter. Ball's back on the 8-yard line where it's third down and goal. Hammond takes a snap, looking to his left, wants to throw that way, has it complete. Now it pops out A nice play there by Cash Smith, able to come in late and punch it out, I think. And that'll fall incomplete. It's going to bring up another 4th down. Clock stops with 26 seconds to go.
Yeah, it looked like Miller was trying to stretch that ball out before he was able to reel it in. So he was pretty close to the goal line when he caught it, or attempted the catch, and that one falls to the turf again.
Smith able to get that hand in there at the last second and knock it out before would have been a fumble. Didn't control it long enough for it to be a catch and a fumble. Now they got 2 receivers lined up on the right. Hammond in the shotgun, 1 man on his right. They're going to fake the pitch, going to throw over the middle, and a lot of traffic and bodies hitting the ground, and some penalty flags fly out late. And I think maybe some contact is going to go against Western Brown. Hindered the receiver on his route there, and is going to give the Cavaliers another chance.
Yeah, and that's going to be a tough one for the Broncos to swallow there, because the receiver just kind of ran into the defender, and 3 flags came out from the officials on that one.
And the initial point by that referee on the far side looked like it was against the Cavaliers, so we'll check it. And I think they're going to call offsetting penalties. So an ineligible man downfield is the call on the offense, and pass interference on the defense. So the penalties will offset. So I think we will try 4th down again. Yeah, we got bailed out there. It was, again, incidental. It was Nichols that he ran into, was trying to cover the other guy coming the other way, and they just all kind of ran into each other there and drew the flag. But the offsetting penalties will give the Cavaliers another chance at 4th and goal.
Yeah, that's a tough one as a defender. There's not much you can do when the receiver runs into you, but here we go.
Same formation. Hammond takes the snap, looking in the same spot, throws it late, and this one's going to be knocked down again. Smith gets in there with the right hand and swats it down to the ground. And Cash Smith with back-to-back pass breakups, and another turnover on downs for this Western Brown defense. Another time they get down to the red zone, can't quite punch it in. Defense bend, don't break, and Western Brown able to come up with a turnover on downs.
Yeah, huge play there, huge series, way to finish there. Again, inside your own red zone, and Cash Smith ready for that one over the middle, able to bat that one away.
Again, we want to thank our season sponsors, including Southern State Community College, John Wood Insurance, First State Bank, and Paxla Tractor Sales. So Western Brown will take over with 19 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Ball inside the 10-yard line, still around the 8. Morgan in the backfield with Sutton. 2 receivers on his right, 1 on the left. They're going to hand this one to Morgan, cuts back up the middle, bounces around off his own lineman, but able to keep those legs fighting up to about the 14, maybe 13-yard line. Will bring up 2nd down.
I think that'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Nice patient run from Morgan. So he's able to follow those blocks and just kind of weave his way up the middle for a good gain on 1st down.
So a good 3rd quarter for the Western Brown Broncos. They lead this one 38-13 over Chillicothe. We'll be right back with 4th quarter action right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Welcome back. Sutton takes a shotgun snap, throws it over towards his own sideline. Powell tried to go up high and bring it down. Pretty good coverage on the back end there. It falls incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 5.
And Cavaliers playing a little bit deeper now in that coverage. Fade route on the Broncos sideline off to that left side for the offense. Just not able to bring it in.
That was Hitchens on the coverage again, number 25 for the Cavaliers. Powell almost went up and made a really great catch, but just couldn't quite bring it down to the ground. It'll be 3rd and 5. 11:55 to go in the ball game. 3 on the right, 2 bunched on the left. Sutton in the shotgun right around the 6-yard line. Checking the sideline to Coach Osborne, calling in the play. I'm going to have to, well, maybe we'll do a question on Coach Osborne about how long it took him to get all the signs down. He's got a lot of, looks like a third base coach in baseball. They're going to throw this one, has it complete to Powell right around the 20. And I believe that's going to be enough to move the chain. So a nice little throw and catch there on third down will give them a new set of downs. Tough catch there by Lucas Powell.
Yeah, trusty target there, and Lucas Powell able to bring that one in. Throws it low, keeps it away from the defender, and Powell able to continue forward for a first down.
First down and 10. Clock continues to roll. 11:37 to go in the ball game. Western Brown so leads 38-13. 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Sutton looking to his left, wants to throw that way. Pump fakes, now he's going to throw it late. Hit as he throws, and Jaden Parker, right place, right time. I don't think that was intended for him, but he's able to come down with it for a positive play. It's going to bring up second down and short.
Ooh, risky decision, but it pays off for Sutton. And Parker able to bring it down. Very lucky on that one. That was kind of wobbling around in the air over the middle of the field.
I'm not sure Sutton wasn't just trying to get rid of it. Sutton will run this one going off that left side. He's met right away. He's going to be really close to the line to gain. I think they're going to mark him just short. It's going to bring up third down and 1.
Yeah, nowhere to go up the middle. Chillicothe's done a pretty good job all night long of slowing down the run game for the most part of the Broncos.
And now another player down, getting stretched out. That right leg this time of one of those defensive players, giving him some troubles there. It's always rough. It happened to me a couple times in basketball. It just seems like once you get that first cramp, it's hard to get rid of them after that, and it's just something that bothers you for the rest of the game. But we've seen it quite a few times on the Cavaliers side of things. But Western Brown again has the football, trying to kind of move down the field. Maybe we'll see a few more run plays here from Coach Osborne as they're just trying to milk this clock, playing with a 38-13 lead.
Yeah, definitely trying to utilize as much clock as possible. I don't think we're going to see them completely go away from the pass game because they've had so much success with it tonight especially, and the run game hasn't been as great for them tonight. So I think we might continue to see some throws sprinkled in here and there, and I mean, it's hard to go away from that when you've had as much success as they've had, and the deep ball has been great for them all night long too. So. And I think one more score is really going to put the nail in it. They're obviously up four scores at this point in the ball game.
And that was number 55, Truett McGlone, able to get up and trot off the field, so he's going to be all right. And when we were talking there, they moved the chain, so they spotted him with enough yards for a first down, so it'll be first down and 10. Initially, it looked like the side judge put up the 3 fingers for third down, but they're going to go ahead and mark him with enough yards for the first down. It'll be first down and 10 right about the 30-yard line. Sutton takes a snap, fakes a handoff, quick throw over the middle. This time Spalding able to bring it down right about the 45, fighting for yards, dragging tacklers past midfield all the way down to the 47 in Cavalier territory. Tough run by Ty Spalding after the catch.
Yeah, great catch. They went back to that play that they missed on early in the first half. Spalding was wide open over the middle. They find him again in that middle seam. Big first down.
Yeah, just when I say they're going to try to milk the clock, they go quick. Little pitch off to Morgan on the right side, trying to find some room. He's able to go forward for maybe a yard. Will bring up second down.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going now in that inside run game for the Broncos. Again, that front for the Cavaliers doing a pretty good job in the run defense right now.
Well, again, stay tuned for the Coach's Comments show right after the game. We'll recap tonight's matchup with Coach Nick Osborne right up here in the press box. 9:55 to go in the ball game. Western Brown leads 38-13. Empty set, 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Sutton takes a snap, looking to his right, wants to throw that way. Another wobbler, and this one should have been intercepted as Lagon turned around. The ball was right on him, but he just couldn't quite bring it in. I think that was another one that was tipped or maybe slipped out of the hand of Sutton. Kind of a wobbler, but it falls incomplete. It'll be third down.
Yeah, had a man and just, I don't know if it was at the release point or tipped at the line of scrimmage, but that one was extremely wobbly in the air, and they are very fortunate to be retaining possession right now.
And Sutton kind of shaking that right arm out. Maybe he was hit a little bit as he threw or something, kind of bent that arm a little awkwardly, but it looks like he's going to be all right and stay in there. 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Sutton in the shotgun, right about the 50, takes a snap, looking to throw, looking for Harmon on this side, and that one's going to be tipped around, almost intercepted by Hitchens, but it falls incomplete. A nice play there on the defensive side is going to bring up fourth down and long now. And we'll see if Coach Osborne decides to go for it or just punt it and try to pin him back deep.
That one was a much better looking throw than the last couple we've seen, but a little bit underthrown now, this time to Harmon.
So offense still out there. 3 on the right, 1 on the left. Morgan in the backfield with Sutton. But this defense is playing. I think Coach Osborne has all the confidence in the world to just go ahead and go for it and use a little bit more time. Sutton takes the snap, looking to his right. Now he's going to throw over the middle, and Morgan goes up, tried to bring it down, but another nice play. That's Ligon on the defensive side, getting that left hand in there, knocked it down right before Morgan could bring it down. And that'll be a turnover on downs, 9:34 to go. And the Cavaliers get a big stop on defense. They'll get the football back.
That was the first stop for this Cavalier defense all night, too. Only 4 possessions in the first half for the Broncos, but they're able to come away with points on each one of them.
Another really good throw by Sutton, but a good defensive play by Ligon. Got that left hand stuck in between the ball and the receiver and knocked it down just at the last second. Morgan thought he was going to have a reception there, but again, able to get that hand in there at the last second and knock it down. So a turnover on downs at just past the 44, about the 46-yard line in their own territory. The Cavaliers will have good field position here with 9:34 to go and all their timeouts. Takes a snap, looking to throw towards the sideline. Going to throw, Cash Smith in coverage, bats it up, and Zayden Nichols was almost able to run under it. A good play again on the defensive side by Smith, able to get right in between, go up and knock it out. And that'll fall incomplete. Will bring up 2nd down and 10.
He put himself in a great position between himself and the receiver, able to bat that ball away. He was running step for step with Ligon there right on the sideline.
Cash Smith having a nice second half here. A couple of pass breakups. Had another one there. A couple of plays where he's been able to force things back inside for other people to make some tackles. He's doing a nice job out there on the edge tonight. A little bit of movement up front, but no penalty flag. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Hammond in the shotgun, and now they're going to throw a flag and blow it dead, and I think a false start's going against the offense. Will back them up 5 yards. Will be 2nd down and 15.
I think that's about the 5th false start now for this offensive line up front.
So that'll back them up to the 41-yard line. Going the wrong direction here on 2nd down after the penalty to be 2nd down and 15 with 9:28 to go in the ball game. Same formation, one receiver on either side. Hammond in the shotgun. Sawana Singh on his right. They're going to hand this one up the middle. Gets a lot of room, goes past midfield. Smith able to kind of ride him down to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Tough run there by the freshman Sawana Singh.
He's got a lot of speed, too, coming in there. Not the biggest guy, but great quickness up the middle.
He had a full head of steam when he got to that offensive line and was able to find a gap. It runs it all the way down to about the 42, where it'll be 1st down and 10 now for Chillicothe Cavaliers with 9:19 to go in the ballgame. Same formation here for Chillicothe. One receiver lined up on both sides. Hammond in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, wants to throw, looking to his right. Now steps up through some pressure and able to get to him. Carter Saylor comes flying in, and Hammond just couldn't get rid of it. Good coverage on the back end. Justin Morgan over on that far side, good coverage, and that gave Carter Saylor time to come flying in there and bring him down again.
Yeah, and he's getting some pressure early on from Aaron Pena, getting a hand in there, forcing him out of the pocket. Saylor able to finish that one up for another sack.
So that'll be 2nd down and 13, lose 3 yards on the sack as Hammond rolled out to his left, wanted to throw it that way, but again, Morgan had the receiver locked up over on the sideline and had nowhere to go with it. Hammond takes the snap, looking to throw to the right, gets hit as he throws. That one's a little high, but able to go up and bring it down, but immediately met by Smith, and that'll give him about 4 yards. Is going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, not much room to go with that one. Broncos in good coverage there. Cash Smith able to close quickly and bring him down.
Hammond took another shot as he threw that one out to the right. But that's going to make it 3rd down and 9. 8:05 to go here in the 4th. Same receiver, same formation. Receivers lined up. This time Sawana Singh on the left side of Hammond and the shotgun. Hammond takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Coming off this right side. Gets a block. Bounces off his own blocker. And he cuts it back towards the inside. And another good run by Sawana Singh, the freshman. Takes it down inside the 30 to about the 24-yard line. Is going to move the chains.
It looked like the Broncos were going to be able to close on him, but bounced into his own offensive lineman and then just jumps to the outside. That speed gets to the edge for a 1st down.
I think he ran right up the back of number 56, Trent Wade, which actually I think kind of helped him out. It kind of gave him enough time to back away from the tackler and find that extra space he needed. Hammond in the shotgun, 2 on his left. Fakes a handoff. He wants to throw that way, looking to throw, nowhere to go. Now he's going to throw it over the middle. Defender falls down and gets back up and almost came away with it. I think that was Nichols hit the turf, got up and almost came away with an interception, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, the Gone dropped that one, and Nichols almost able to recover. Just like you said, bounced right off both of their hands.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 now. Clock stops with 7:42 to go. 2 receivers on the left. Same formation here. Suwanasing on Hammond's left in the backfield. Right on the 30-yard line, Hammond takes a snap, fakes the handoff again, looking to his right this time, hit as he throws again, and tipped around and almost intercepted. Tipped twice, I think that was, by number 21, Alex Weber, and he just couldn't quite come down with it. Smith had a chance at it too. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, a couple great defensive plays there, getting some pass breakups, stepping in front of the route, and then it all starts with that pressure up front, getting in the face of Hammond.
I think Weber was maybe thinking about running that one before he brought it down. He had a lot of room in front of him, would have maybe taken that one to the house. So 3rd down and 10, 7:37 to go. Same formation. Hammond takes the snap, rolling out to his left. Squares his shoulders, wants to throw, and has it incomplete, falls out of bounds. It'll fall incomplete. Pass was intended for number 3, Juan Miller, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 10.
Yeah, they had a good look there, just overthrown a little bit to the outside. Again, extremely difficult throw for quarterbacks, right-handed, rolling out to the left. But he put a good ball out there, just maybe a foot out too wide for Ligon to bring in.
So 4th down and 10. Ball still spotted right on the 25-yard line. 7:32 to go left in the ballgame. This time they'll line up one receiver out wide to the right, one to the left. Suwanasing off the left shoulder of Hammond in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking over the middle, wants to throw, throws it that way. This time Zayden Nichols comes away with the interception. He's going back towards the other sideline, setting up some blocks. Tries to stiff arm a tackler, flags flying in from all over the place. And Zayden Nichols will go out of bounds, but 3 last week. Zayden Nichols has had a chance at a couple here tonight, and he comes away with that one, a turnover by the Bronco defense. Zayden Nichols with another interception.
Bronco defenders, DBs in great positions these last few plays. Get hands on them, and that one, Nichols able to come down with number 4 on the season.
I think that's going to be, and now Coach Osborne not very happy with the call. I think they're going to, the initial signal was pass interference, so it looked like the flags came out way after the interception, but they're going to talk it over here. And as of right now, that Bronco defense is still out on the field. But it looked to me from pretty far away, but it looked like those flags were way after the interception when Nichols was trying to run the ball back the other direction. They're still kind of huddled up over there, talking it over. No official signal yet, but again, Coach Osborne down here on the sideline didn't look like he was very happy with the initial word that he got from the official, but we're still huddled up. We'll wait to see what they decide. But Zayden Nichols had a chance at a couple, and we'll see if this one stands, but came away with the football as they're still talking it over.
Yeah, there were 3 flags grouped together at the top of the field around near where that play finished, and then there's 1 flag near the 20-yard line close to the Bronco bench. So I think that might be the one under discussion.
So they're still talking this one over. Now the referee looks like he's going to give the official signal, as he will signal pass interference on the defense. So that penalty going against Western Brown. So looks like and now they're going to call offsetting penalties, but I guess they'll retry 4th down. But I would think that initial pass interference call would be the one that would matter. But they're going to call offsetting penalties, so we'll try it again. That long discussion for another 4th down and 10 with 7:22 to go. Yeah, I didn't see the initial flag on this far side, or on the close sideline to us. I saw all those flags up high on the return, but actually that's going to give them a 1st down. So I'm not sure how offsetting penalties gives you a 1st down, but again, we don't have that PA system, so don't exactly know for sure what the call is, but it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Cavaliers. Hammond takes the snap, hands it off. Suwanasing coming off the right side. This time they slam him down. And Smith in there again. I think, no, that was Weber in there. Slung him down for a very short gain. He's going to bring up 2nd down, maybe even a loss.
Yeah, Weber did a great job getting to the edge and finishing that play off for, maybe a loss. It's hard to tell from this angle, Greg.
I think they're going to mark him with no gain. Looks like it still says 2nd down and 10. So ball's on the right hash. Under 7 to go now, 6:53. Hammond has 2 on his left. Also has Suwanasing on his left in the backfield. Looking to throw over the middle. Takes a shot. Weber got in there, but made the throw and got it complete down around the 9-yard line. He took a big shot from Alex Weber. Came flying in off the left side of that defense, but the pass goes complete. It's going to bring up third down.
I think he just got that one out of his hand before Weber able to clean him up in the backfield.
Weber was about as close as Isaiah Likely was to getting that foot down last night in the back of the end zone to getting a snap there. What a crazy first NFL game that was. The Ravens thought they had a chance. It looked like they were going to go for 2 and try for the win, but Likely a half shoe size too big. Hands it off to Suwanasing up the middle. They crash down on him right around the 5. We're going to see where they spot it. I think it's going to be short and going to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, it looks like the initial call going to be fourth down coming up. Got another player down for Chillicothe.
Another cramping situation going on as he's got that leg up in the air waiting for the trainers to come stretch him out. Well, remember 99.5 The Edge is your home for the Cincinnati Bengals. Listen in for Joe Burrow and the boys all season long as we chase another Super Bowl season. Listen in an hour and a half ahead of kickoff on game days for our pregame coverage. They open up with the New England Patriots on Sunday. I am going to be at that game, and I'm pretty excited. First time I've seen Joe Burrow play in person. Anyone who knows me, I'm a pretty big Joe Burrow, pretty big Bengals fan, and it's going to be the first time I get to see him play live in person. A little bit of uncertainty on the receiver. Jamar Chase is maybe going to play, is maybe not. T. Higgins ends up doubtful today with a hamstring, so we'll see what they're able to do. But tons of weapons for that Bengals offense, and New England don't want to put anything out there, but not exactly picked to have a big season, but still, it's NFL. You never know what can happen, so should be an exciting one. Can't wait to be there on Sunday.
Never know. It's an orange out, too, for the Bengals. I think it's the first time they'll be wearing all orange. So
yeah, got the orange pants.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Fun to watch, and hopefully a good opener. Like you said, they have plenty of weapons, and New England a little bit shy of talent. Like they kind of getting used to that as of late, but it'll be a good one.
Yeah, new coach, a lot of new players, new quarterback. Got a lot of uncertainty on that New England side of things, but again, it's the NFL. They're going to be ready to go. It'll be 4th down and 4 now here, and some movement up front, and it looks like the Broncos jump off sides again, and that's going to give them a free first down. It's going to give them a chance at first down and goal here with 5:42 to go.
That's the easy way to get that conversion. They've been going to that hard count all night on those 4th downs and 3rd and shorts, and have converted several times now on that hard count.
We've seen it on both sides, but there's been a lot of dead ball penalties, a lot of false starts, a lot of offside penalties, and something that both these coaching staffs will look to clean up in the week of practice to come. But again, 5:39 to go. Western Brown still leads 38-13. It just seems like the pace here at the end of this one has kind of really slowed down with some penalties and a few injuries sprinkled in here and there. Hammond takes the snap. He'll hand this one off, fighting up that right side, trying to get in, and that one goes across the goal line for a touchdown. I believe that was Suwanasing, the freshman, carried that one into the end zone for a touchdown. So they turn the free first down into a touchdown. That'll make it 38-18 with the extra point coming up.
Good drive for them. Finish that one off with they actually kept it at 4th down on that play, so it must have been really close when they moved it half the distance on that penalty.
So extra point coming up here. Snaps back, holds down, end over end kick. And another penalty flag flying in, and it's going to be, I believe, an offsides again on Western Brown. I think the extra point was good. So we'll see if they decide to just take the extra point or if they're going to move it up a little bit and re-kick it.
I think that was a dead ball the way they came in blowing the whistle.
So they're going to make him try it again. And it looked like, actually now they're going to say that they're going to decline it. So he's going to kick it again here on the extra point, 38-18 the way it stands right now. Try the extra point again. Snaps back, holds down, kicks on the way. And that one's good as well to make it 38-19. 5:21 to go in the ball game. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on 99.5 The Edge, C103, and Good Guys Radio TV.
In this community, they call the fire department when the days go bad and they don't know what to do.
There'll be a family member and will come up and give me a hug or shake my hand and say, hey, you took care of my dad X number of years ago. And they just wanted to say thank you and how much it meant to them. things like that just keep me going. I'm ready to come back and do it again.
I try to take pride in every single thing that I do. When I'm needed in the community, I don't want them to ever think that I could have done more.
And that's the beauty of volunteers. There's nothing stronger than the heart of a volunteer.
What's one of our shows that our listeners love the
Welcome back in here to Western Brown. Chillicothe is able to drive down and put some more points on the board. They cut into that Western Brown lead now, 38-19 is the score as it holds with 5:21 to go. Well, again, a reminder, this broadcast is for the private use of the 99.5 The Edge audience. Any other use of the descriptions or accounts of the game without the consent of 99.5 The Edge is prohibited. So maybe I had the score wrong. It says 38-20 now. Did I add that up wrong? They marked it.
No, I think that is right.
Okay, so
we missed an extra point early in the game as
well. Well, 7's a big number for me, so it's 38-20 now. As the math was not mathing, but it's getting late here on a Friday night, so the counting has gone out the window. They're going to try the onside kick. It goes up, and the Broncos are able to smother it right about the 49-yard line. So a good job on the that was Ty Spalding, able to go down. Looked like a catcher trying to block a pitch in the dirt there, and just went down and fell on top of it. So Spalding doing a nice job as he comes off shaking that right arm a little bit, but able to recover that onside kick attempt by the Cavaliers.
Yeah, keeping that situational awareness, what's going on in the game, and they've kind of faked that all night long when they've gone up to the ball. Broncos obviously do that on their own side of the field, so they're aware that that's a possibility and do a good job of jumping on that one.
So now Western Brown will have it on the 49 in Cavalier territory, first down and 10. With 5:18 to go, they lead 38-20. 2 men in the backfield this time. One receiver lined up on the right, two on the left. They're going to hand this one to Morgan, goes right up the middle, and he's met, goes forward for maybe a yard. Will be second down and 9.
Again, not much room at all for this run game in the middle tonight. Really, the main success they've had is Valdez had one good run, and then Sutton when he's been able to tuck it and run it out of the pass attempts.
So they'll give him 2 yards. Will be second down and 8 now as Western Brown slowing down the pace a little bit here, trying to take as much time on that play clock as they can and keep that game clock rolling. 10 seconds to go on the play clock. Now they come up to the line of scrimmage. Same formation, 2 receivers lined up on the left, one on the right. Morgan in the backfield off to Sutton's left. Takes a snap, he'll hand it to Morgan. Steps out of a tackle there, falls forward to about the 46-yard line. Will go forward for another yard or two. Will bring up third down at about 6.
Had a little bit more room after he broke through the initial contact on the right side. Able to spin out of that, go forward for a couple.
So they'll mark it third down and 7 now. Just over 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Sutton empty set this time. Tries the hard count, no one jumps. And now look over to Coach Osborne, giving the signal from the sideline. 13 seconds on the play clock, under 4 minutes to go in the ball game now. Sutton ready for the snap on the 50-yard line. Takes it, going to throw over towards this way. Has it complete to Valdez. Nice spin move, trying to fight out of a tackle, but a good job there. Sure-handed tackler Suwana Singh able to hold on to him and not let him get the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down and about 4.
A lot of players on both teams playing both sides of the ball tonight. That's part of the reason you see a lot of cramping issues on these nights. But coolest Friday night we've had so far in the season.
3:20 to go in the ball game. Looks like Western Brown's going to keep the offense out there. Fourth down and 3. They'll spot it from the 42-yard line. Again, Coach Osborne calling in the play. 7 seconds on the play clock. Western Brown taking it down to almost the 3-minute mark. Sutton takes the snap, looking up the middle, has some pressure, going to roll out this way, trying to throw it late, throws it really late, almost intercepted, but it's going to fall incomplete. And that's going to be a turnover on downs with 2:58 to go. And Chillicothe is going to have the ball back one more time here, right around midfield.
And nowhere to go, flushed out of the pocket to the left side, just couldn't get those shoulders turned to get it downfield. Great pressure from Chillicothe and getting another turnover on downs, back-to-back series.
So the ball will be on the 42-yard line in their own territory, but pretty good field position again as a little under 3 minutes to go in the ball game now. So Western Brown defense just trying to keep everybody in bounds, make those tackles, and try to take this thing down and come away with a win here and their second home game of the season, third game overall. Broncos trying to move to 3-0. Chillicothe trying to find their first win of the season. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, wants to throw, kind of throw towards the Broncos sideline, met immediately as the catch was made, but Smith comes flying up, tackles him for about a 2-yard gain. He's going to bring up second down and long.
Hey, Cash Smith doing a good job on Lagone, not giving him any room to breathe. He ran step for step with him on a fade route earlier in the game, and then he's right there on that bubble.
That Western Brown defense will be more than okay with those quick throws, keep him in bounds, make a tackle. Smith came flying up, did a good job wrapping him up and bringing him down. Under 2.5 to go now. Hammond takes the snap, looking over towards his left, has some pressure. Denver Ballou comes flying in and brings him down for a big loss. Denver Ballou gets in there and gets another sack all the way back to the 36-yard line. Is going to bring up third down and long.
Yeah, Ballou coming off the right side of that offensive line, shed that block very quick and just collapsed on the quarterback.
And his closing speed is really good. Once he gets past a block, that quarterback does not have much time to do anything, and he's able to bring him down. Clock rolls under 2 minutes to go. Third down and 16 after the sack. Receiver out wide to the right, one on the left. Sawana Singh in the backfield. Takes the snap. Hammond looking over the middle, wants to throw. He's going to have it complete to Lagone, and he's upended around the 40-yard line. Nice tackle by Carter Saylor, able to go down and take his feet out. It's going to be fourth down and long.
Yeah, great tackle. I mean, he had nowhere to go with that one. I think he may have been able to bring that down as a reception, but the way that he came down kind of on his upper body, his head and shoulder area, forced that ball out.
So it's going to be fourth down and 12, just over a minute to go now as it's fourth and long. Bronco defense trying to get one final stop here. Hammond takes the snap, looking over the middle, wants to throw. He's going to throw it deep towards his own sideline, and it goes through the hands, incomplete, as the receiver on the far side had a step. Morgan on the coverage, but that incompletion will just about do it. And I think we'll see Western Brown maybe just go out and take a knee or two and come away with a win as they lead still 38-20 with 1:07 to go.
Yeah, good finish to this ball game for that defense. Gave up a touchdown on that last series, but able to get it back, turnover on downs quickly, and get the ball back to this offense to finish off the game.
And now another penalty flag flying out. I think another sideline penalty as they come over and talk to Coach Osborne, but penalty flag will fly out. But with the amount of time and the score here, kind of all for naught, is I think Western Brown will just maybe run a couple of plays here, maybe take a knee or just hand it to Morgan a couple of times and get out of here with a win. As again, they still lead 38-20.
And that was a strange one there. They call a delay of game on the Broncos as they were kind of huddling on the sideline, just getting the play in.
It was a turnover on down, so typically they give you a little time to talk it over, but wanted them to get out there and get on the ball. As now formation as Sutton will just take a knee. They give him the snap in the shotgun. He'll take a knee, and he'll have to do that maybe one more time to finish this one out. But again, Western Brown's going to come away with a win. But again, got to give Chillicothe credit. They didn't go away. They kept fighting. They got a couple of turnovers there in the second half. They were able to go down and score another touchdown and sort of claw their way back into this one after a little bit of a rough start to the season. They show a lot of fight here, and they got some young players that are going to be some good football players on this team for a long time.
Definitely a lot of young talent on this team, and again, hadn't scored a point coming into this ball game, so they came out swinging, scored on their opening two drives, and gave themselves a lead and a chance, and just Broncos too much tonight.
As Sutton will take the final knee. There's still 20 seconds on the clock, but that'll be enough time with the play clock to take it all the way down to the end. So the final score on this one, Western Brown's going to come away with a win 38-20 over the Chillicothe Cavaliers. Again, like Rob said, got off to a little bit of a back and forth battle there at the beginning, but Bronco defense was able to really kind of stiffen up and come up with some big stops. They got a couple of turnover on downs and made some big plays down inside the red zone and were able to get off the field when they really, really needed to. But again, got to give Chillicothe a lot of credit. They came in here tonight and put up a good fight. And, it's hard when you get off to a tough start and maybe hasn't gone the way you've wanted it to go so far in the season. But they're able to come in, sophomore quarterback, bunch of freshman skill players involved on the offensive and defensive side. So Chillicothe's got a bright future with some of those players they have coming back over the next 3 years. And again, these games at the beginning of the season that have been pretty tough opponents are going to pay for them coming down the stretch. When they get into that FAC play, they're going to be battle tested and be able to try to come away with some wins as they come down the stretch in the Frontier Athletic Conference. So again, Western Brown wins it 38-20 here at La Rosa's Field. They're going to go over and sing the fight song with their student section over in front of the band behind the end zone to our left. And then Coach Osborne will go talk to the team, and then we'll have them up here for our Coach's Comment show. So make sure to stick around for that. Thanks for sticking with us here on a late night on Friday night. Had a little bit of a weather delay, but we're able to get this one in, and Western Brown comes away with a 38-20 victory. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our postgame show right after this on 99.5 The Edge and C103.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Welcome back in here to Western Brown High School. Again, the Broncos come away with a win 38-20 right here at La Rosa's Field over the Chillicothe Cavaliers. They moved to 3-0 on the season. Next opponents for both of these teams, Chillicothe has a little bit of a road stretch here. They're on the road here tonight. They'll be on the road next week at Portsmouth West, and then they'll travel to Wilmington before they start conference play. And Western Brown also has a little bit of a road stretch coming up. We'll be at Jackson next Friday, at Miami Trace the Friday after that, and then at Batavia to start league play. So a little bit of a road stretch here before we have you back, but then 3 of the last 4 will be at home here in that SBC play. So again, the road doesn't get any easier for these Broncos as they go out. Jackson, talked about them earlier, back-to-back champions in that FAC conference. Has really, been kind of a powerhouse out that way. We saw some back-and-forth battles between Jackson and Western Brown and Mr. Drew Novak were here. Beautiful facility out there in Jackson, Ohio. So we'll have that one for you on 99.5 The Edge next week from Alumni Stadium out there. So make sure to tune in for that. But again, Rob, Broncos come away with a win. They got off to a little bit of a back-and-forth start. And, it's another one of those games where you feel like maybe things could have not gone their way and got a little hairy, but the defense was able to settle in. Coach Wilson made some adjustments in that second quarter going into the second half, and was really able to kind of shore things up on the defensive side, which led to some turnover on downs, and that was what led Western Brown to be able to stretch that lead out and come away with a win.
Yeah, that was a really crucial point in the ball game when they were able to get those stops, and the offense was unstoppable early on in this ball game. Pretty much through the third quarter, had a lot of success there, and defense, crucial stops again, get the ball back to your offense. They went through that stretch. I think it was a 24-point run that they had unanswered. So offense did their job tonight. Probably not the full four-quarter game that Coach Osborne was looking for from them, but they did enough tonight to get it done against a really young, hungry Chillicothe team.
Well, Coach Osborne's making his way up here to the press box. We'll take a very short break here and have Coach Osborne on for our Coach's Comment show right after this on 99.5 The Edge and C103.
To get to know people as people, not just customers. That's very important to Mosier Furniture. Today, we were lucky enough to have 2 customers call us and brag about the fact that they loved their furniture and they're still loving it after a great number of years. We like to hear that. There's no doubt Mosier Furniture and Appliance has a lot of great customers, but we're always looking for more. Mosier Furniture and Appliance in West Union, Ohio.
We're here whenever you need us.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage.
Welcome back in here to Western Brown. Coach Osborne up here in the press box with us for our Coach's Comment Show. Well, Coach Rob and I were kind of talking there. It went back and forth at the beginning. They had the big kickoff return, able to score, and you guys kind of traded punches, but then the defense really settled in. What was the key to kind of sticking in there and being able to come away with a win here tonight?
Yeah, we didn't play very I shouldn't say we didn't play very well. I thought we played decently, but again, it was just little things, jumping off sides, false starts, and not staying in our lanes on kickoff, and it's just little things that are going to bite us in the butt, especially next week when we go up to Jackson. Jackson's a hell of a football team, and we got to play a lot better than we did tonight if we're going to try to get to 4-0 next week.
Well, one thing Greg and I were just talking about was kind of that transition period when you guys finally took the lead when it was 14-13, and those adjustments that you guys were starting to see and make on the defensive end especially. I mean, what was it that you guys were seeing on the defensive end that you're able to kind of shut them down late in the first half?
Yeah, it was just little stuff. We don't tackle. We miss assignments. We don't have the eyes on the tight end. We give a big pop pass and jumping off sides. And it's just little things. If we do our jobs, we're really, really good. And I think we've proved that. When we play our best, we're doing our jobs, we tackle, we do what we're supposed to, we read our keys, we're going to be really, really good. But until we do that, again, if we go up against a really, really good Jackson team next week, we're going to get beat.
Well, you were talking about Braden Harmon there. You guys spread it around really well again. Harmon had a couple of touchdowns. Morgan had a nice touchdown. It seemed like you guys had a little bit more success over the top tonight on some deep throws. What was working for your offense?
Yeah, we knew we were going to be able to take the top off of it tonight, and something we haven't done the previous 2 weeks, and with Harmon over top and Sandiford, and that was something that we definitely game planned for with the way they played, the little cover 2, Tampa 2, and tried to pass things off, and we were able to attack that, and I think Brady did a really, really good job of that. Our receivers did a really, really good job tonight, and our line played well too. We got to be better in the run game though. There in the second half, when we do want to go run the ball, we got to be a lot better in the run game up front.
Well, and another thing that Greg and I have talked about too is the special teams, and especially the kick game with Camden Cunningham. He's done a great job all season for you. I think, knock on wood, he's perfect so far. He gets his first field goal on the night. Talk about him as a player for you guys and what his performance means.
Yeah, Dakota was out tonight. He got a concussion last night in the boys' soccer game, so hopefully he's back Monday and ready to roll. Field goal with Cam, it was beautiful, and Cam's doing a really, really good job of being consistent with PATs, and that's huge. You go back to week 1, and Hillsborough missed 3 PATs, and we won by 3. So that's something that we work on every day. Our kickers are there every day, and it's something we've been doing since June.
Well, Coach, it's kind of a late night. We won't keep you too late. Got to get home and get that little one in bed. But hey, 3-0 on the season. You go out to Jackson next week, and hopefully we're talking to you after another big win.
A win's a win. We'll take it. I'll see you guys next week.
Appreciate your time. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our Paul Hall Insurance Player of the Game right after this on 99.5 and C103.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsborough and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Good test for these Broncos as they do move to 3-0 on the season, something that they weren't able to do last year. So off to a good start. I believe all 3 wins in Region 12 as well. So could have some impact on that playoff picture. They were sitting in second place after being 2-0 behind Tippecanoe, who won, I think, like 72-7 tonight. So Tippecanoe off to another good start. They're 3-0 as well, but still a long season to go. But I want to focus on our player of the game. We're going to go with the junior wide receiver, number 17, Mr. Braden Harmon. Had a couple of touchdowns, had 2 really big pass plays. Probably had, we were talking there, probably had almost 80 yards on those 2 catches. One was for about 65, maybe even more than that. The other one was for 35 or 40. Both went for touchdowns. had a couple other big catches in traffic and everything. And, you talked about it. Him and Lucas Powell are just really, really comfortable, sure-handed targets for Sutton. And, Harmon had just had a couple of chances to get behind the defense today and come away with some big plays. So congratulations to Braden Harmon, our Paul Insurance Player of the Game.
I had him at 65 yards on the first touchdown, 35 on the second. So my math, that's 100 yards on just 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. Pretty impressive night from Harmon. And again, he showed that great speed that he's got. A couple other times he got over the top and the ball just missed him barely, Bo. So you see the talent that he's got. And again, it's not just him, but tonight he's the player of the game. A lot of other guys involved tonight. This offense is a threat to anybody. I mean, the amount of weapons that they have. They've got 8, 9 guys that they can run out there on any play, and they're going to make a catch or a run or whatever they got to do to get this team a first down, a touchdown, whatever they got to do. So great job, Braden Harmon and Broncos 3-0.
Absolutely. And like you said, multiple guys we could have given it to some guys on the defensive end. Spalding played really well again. I thought Cash Smith did a really good job there at the end, really locking Ligon down, putting the clamps on him, and making some big tackles, some big pass breakups. So a lot of guys we could have went with, but again, Braden Harmon, kind of the 2 really big plays that kind of sprung things over the top for the offense. I'll hand it back to Rob one final time, and he's got some stats tallied up for you.
Starting with the Chillicothe Cavaliers offensively, 17 first downs, 8 of those in the first half. On third down conversions, they were 6 of 15, so really good job from that Bronco defense stepping up in the second half. They were 4 for 4 starting out on third down conversions in the first quarter. So then after that, they were only 2 for 11. And then 4 of 7 on fourth down conversions for them, 3 turnovers, all of those on downs. And then they had 9 penalties. A few of those were declined or offsetting depending on situation. 35 total yards for the offensive penalties. Defensively for the Broncos, 5 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, 5 pass breakups. I mean, just getting involved all over the field. They did have 9 penalties on the defensive side. 8 of those on the defensive side. 1 came on special teams. So 25 yards of penalties there. Few of those were offsetting, so technically didn't count against the Broncos, but 9 penalties clocked in this ball game. And then for the Broncos on offense, 20 first downs in this game. 5 of 9 on third down, 2 for 4 on fourth down. They did have 2 turnovers, both of those on their 2 of their last 3 series. The one was the kneel down to end the game. 1 fumble, they were able to recover that. 4 penalties for 20 yards on the offensive side. Defensively for the Cavaliers, they had 2 sacks on Sutton, 2 pass breakups. They had 7 penalties, 1 of those offsetting, 50 yards total. And one thing I'm kind of seeing here as I'm going through my notes and stats here is really limited series for both teams too. Usually we're seeing Western Brown, in the last few years we've been able to call these games 10, 12, 14, sometimes even more series than that. Tonight, not counting the kneel down at the last minute, they only had 8 series in this ball game, and they're able to score on all but 2 of those. So if they can keep those kind of numbers and scoring about 75% of the time, they're going to be able to compete with anybody that they play.
Well, and again, Coach Osborne just talked there. Some things to clean up, but still early in the season, only 3 weeks in. That's going to happen, and still playing some of the young guys on both sides of the ball. But again, they get the win 38-20, and they move to 3-0. They'll travel out to Jackson next week. We'll have that one right here for you on 99.5 The Edge. We want to thank everyone for tuning in here and sticking with us. I know kind of a late night on a Friday, almost 11 o'clock to wrap it up, but had that little bit of a weather delay. Well, big weekend of football again. Bengals first game, Ohio State, and Rob was talking some of the smaller schools. We talked to Coach Osborne starting their season this weekend, and Mount St. Joe and some of those former Bronco players. So all kinds of football going on over the next couple of days. But we want to thank you for tuning in again. Again, my name is Greg Liming here with Rob Bowman. We had Traven Hildebrandt and Brandon Rigdon on the camera for us here tonight. And we'll catch you next week from Jackson. Make sure to tune in for that one. Thanks again for listening to OHSA football here on 99.5 The Edge, C103 and GoodGuysRadiotv.com.